Am I the only one in here? I see no one else. Hello.
What's up? What happened to Chris?
I don't know where Chris is. I don't know.
Chris, if I hung up on you in some way, just come back. I'm sure he'll be back. We're just here. We're going to be talking about Makercon.
Ooh.
There he is. He just came back.
There he is. I don't see him.
Even though Chris isn't going to be there. Did I flush you or hang up on you in some way?
No, it's fine. I think that was on my end. Sorry about that. Also, sorry if my voice is a little messed up. I just got done being sick, so still regaining part of my voice.
Oh, it's fine. Well, we have an event tomorrow. It's Makercon 2025.
Yep.
And it's going to be quite exciting. We have a new horizontal deadline.
All right.
And Darren's going to have
chlorine.
I know.
I know. I can't help from correcting you. I don't know why. There we go. I don't know how to switch my camera on my phone.
Not to mention I got NHRL next weekend.
Oof.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so NHRL's coming up too.
Yeah. So, fun thing, may as well tell you all what I'm up to quickly. I'm currently actually in Tampa because the drive from where I live to Tampa is 2.5 hours, and the event starts at 9, so I'd have to get up at 6 and change to get there. So me and my family decided to leave the day before to just make things easier. So I am just riding around in the back of my truck because we just went to dinner. I have the robots with me. I have good old Fluorine. They were in this box, but figured I'd take them out to show y'all. Fluorine is ready to go, ready to get another podium finish. What was that, Steve?
Yeah. I said the former number 1.
Yeah, I realized my ranking has fallen because I haven't been fighting, and the events I've been fighting at aren't on that site, so what are you going to do? And of course, we have Chlorine, new shiny-ish weapon, new weapon motor, new lots of stuff you've already seen. So yeah, hopefully can at least get a win with this thing. Maybe even, who knows, maybe I'll actually go far. I'm hopeful. I'm just going to put him back in the box now because, well, no point in...
I just dropped a short on YouTube of Rougarou 2's first spin-up.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen it yet.
No, I just put it up 30 minutes ago. And the way
Yeah,
YouTube shorts work is sometimes they wait a while to push it out sometimes.
Huh, I see.
So, but I think Caden's going to be joining us shortly. He said he was going to.
Oh yeah, Caden.
Temporal Terror.
I know.
Temporal Terror got off of the wait list.
Pepperell got off?
I think he
was on the wait list, but then he removed himself.
Yeah, he didn't think he'd have a chance of actually getting on the fight, and Adam didn't want to have to drive all the way to Tampa to just not fight.
That's right.
So I kind of understand.
Yeah.
Funny thing about Caden is I actually got a box of his stuff that he asked me to get from our kind of team hub area at UF because he's not at UF, so he asked me to get it. Well, he has someone to get it, and I have to be the first one to answer, so I got his stuff right here. As
I'm
far as I know,
laughing
he's
because
not
the
actually
box
applied.
literally says Caden's stuff on it.
Yeah, I did that. I wrote that on the box. Yeah.
Very cool. So, Chris, who are you bringing to NHRL? 1 bot or 2 bots?
Bringing one, bringing Power Surge. Was doing some work on it before I left a couple days ago for Virginia. But I'm home now. Hoping I'm off work tomorrow, so hoping I can get it working tomorrow. I didn't change anything. Well, I changed nothing since G Scroll because I figured if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I finally got it working. It's finally working somewhat, so hoping it does well. We'll see how it goes though. It's very, very competitive field at this NHRL. A lot of unranked and low ranked bots coming into this that a lot of people don't know about that are really, really scary this event. Hell, I don't know how, but somehow I think I'm like one of the top 10 ranked bots going into this event, which I don't know how. I genuinely don't know. Like, I believe it goes. Hold up. Where's the list? I had it somewhere. I sent it to one of my dudes. So here's at least the top 10 last I looked. It goes number 1, Mako. Number 2, Turbo Fiend. Number 3, Caldera. Number 4, Jelly Baby. Number 5, The Wall. Number 6, Monkfish. Number 7, Loopy. Number 8, Peekaboo. Number 9, Wicked Wedge. Number 10, Power Surge. It's crazy. So not only that, but Bob also is in the top 10 too. Because you got Peekaboo
That's
there.
crazy.
Wow.
Well, make sure you tell Bob hello from Florida.
Of course.
Yeah, we can't even beat him up anymore. That's unfortunate.
I'm pretty sure Caden's also coming with this 12. I know he's bringing Powerball 12.
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Open
on
up.
the list we were talking about last time.
Hey, Darren, here's a fun fact for you. Since you love fun facts,
Yeah.
we had a new robot sign up for Tallahassee. Did you see who's coming?
I did not. Who is?
Cold Snap.
I don't know what Cold Snap is, and also I don't think I'm
know
even
what it
fighting at
is?
Tallahassee.
You don't know
Oh, well, you're going to find out.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to Tallahassee. That's the thing.
You are screwed, brother.
Oh, you're not? I thought you were going.
That's the one in July, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to Tallahassee. I'm getting out of my truck. Yeah, I'm going to see a concert on that exact weekend. There's a concert playing in Tampa, and I'm going to go see that with my family. It's going to be fun.
Nice. Oh, man, yeah, you dodged a bullet, man. Let me tell you what. Cold Snap, he puts the fear into everyone. There's not a bot I fear more than Cold Snap. Well, either that or Dutch Oven. Those are the two that I fear more than anything. Hell, even Lars hates Cold. Like, I can tell you, even Lars hates Cold Snap. Like, Cold Snap kicked Impact's ass. Like, Cold Snap is no joke.
I'm trying to figure out what is like Barney and Friends in Town or something, Darren? What concert are you going to?
It's for Offspring. It's pretty cool.
Barney and Friends.
What's funny is my daughter and my wife are going to a concert the same day on the 12th, which is also my birthday weekend.
Happy
they're
birthday.
going to go see. They're going to go see Ghost. My daughter's big into Ghost.
Ghost, is that like the TV show? That was like a TV show on CBS.
No, it's actual like a metal band.
Metal band. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, they're kind of along the lines of like Slipknot and those guys.
I didn't know your wife likes metal. That's pretty cool.
Well, she doesn't. My daughter does, but I didn't want to go. I'm fighting robots, so she got stuck with taking my daughter to the metal concert.
Nice. Lots to do. Lots to happen.
All right, if y'all want to get a word in, get it in now. We got somebody else coming in.
I got really nothing to say. I showed the robots, and frankly, I don't really know what else. Is... Hey, it's Madman. How you
one
doing,
and
Ian?
only. How y'all doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing all right.
Doing good here. They had my awesome sister.
Hello, sibling.
Sister.
Surprisingly,
Hello,
she's
awesome
older
sister.
than me. She's older than me.
Impressive.
And she's a nurse. An actual job. I just do robots.
I see.
What'd she do?
Trauma nurse.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Somebody wants to know if they saw Madman come in. They're asking if is Barney going to Makercon.
I don't know who that is.
You,
Me neither,
because you got the
actually.
purple shirt on.
Oh. So you want to call me Barney now?
No, Jupiter Robotics is calling you Barney.
Oh, you get in here, Jupiter Robotics. I will roast you now. If you're starting a roast battle, I will kick it off.
Oh, brother.
Literally, it's in the comments. I'm not calling you that. I'm just reading the comments. So
Come on, Jonathan.
don't kill the messenger.
So I'm probably going to be baking some cookies because it's my grandma's request because I'm currently at her place right now.
I see.
So,
if we
hold on,
got enough,
are
I
you
might
going to
bring
be
some
there
tomorrow.
tomorrow?
Oh, of course I am.
Okay.
I'm not missing
Well,
this.
Darren's already in Tampa. He's at a hotel.
Yeah, I'm at some hotel because my family didn't want to drive at like wake up at 6 a.m. to drive all the way to Tampa because the event starts at like 9 for some damn reason.
Yeah.
And Darren, I do
Yeah.
have you a small table.
Thank you very much. My family was a bit worried about that. So, good. Yay.
If I got room on my table,
try to-
I can split with someone else too.
The only thing I might also need is like a power strip just to charge my robot's
Well,
batteries.
Hey,
But I
near
think
me, I
that'll
got
be
a
fine.
power
I'm
strip.
bringing 1 or 2 power stations too. So if I'm far away from power, somebody can plug in.
Oh, that's good.
I'm bringing power. I'm bringing tables. Well, we're bringing chairs for ourselves. I'm not bringing extra chairs.
Yeah.
But here's the Incarnate.
Ah, we
We're
showing off
there
our
too.
children now.
Hold on. I'm actually back at my truck so I can.
Well, this one's not competing this weekend, so it's just
I thought Ruguru
working
was on the
it
list.
Never say
for-
never. There might be grudge battles.
No,
What is that thing?
it's not.
Is that a
Ruguru is on the wait list, but he's not going to get in. I dropped him. There's still 2 bots on the wait list, and the way I looked at it is Jeremy, I think it was Rod, got in, and he's going to be bringing Cert as well. So I'm like, I already have 2 Beetles in it. I don't need a third.
That's
Yeah,
already
you
enough
just win the
stress.
entire thing.
Do you guys hear
With how-
music, or is that just me?
That's me
I don't-
on my end. My sister's playing the Wii.
I don't.
We.
No.
Oh, hey,
no.
Kaden. Hi,
Let me
Kaden.
go
How you
find the
doing,
source of
buddy?
this music.
What's up, dog?
How's it going?
Guess where I am?
Gainesville.
No, Tampa.
Ah, there you go.
And guess what I'm wearing? The shirt of the robot that you want to have a grudge match with.
Oh yeah, are
Oh.
you bringing it to Tampa?
It's coming with me, but it's not fighting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean same with Powerball really. This is Powerball's official. Thank you for bringing my stuff. Yeah. My stuff got mixed in with some team stuff at the last NHRL, and it's been stuck in Gainesville for a while. I keep going to grab my tools, and I'm like, where is the stupid? And then it's in Gainesville. So, but yeah, same thing with Powerball. It's coming tomorrow, but it's not competing. I mean, unless like a spot opens up, then like
Yeah.
maybe. But like I don't have a wedge, so
My child is ready.
Aren't you still on the wait list as well, dude?
I am, but frankly, Amrock's been in like back and forth talk with Jonathan, and they're saying like how they might let me in.
Well, you can't expand it the day before. Your hope is going to have to be that someone doesn't show up, which, to be fair, is a pretty solid thing to hope on, considering
Yeah.
it's
It's
very,
Amrock.
very rare that I was just about to ask if Chris was frozen, and there he goes. Not necessarily Amrock, but just really any event. I don't think I've ever been to an event where every single person has showed up. I don't think it's ever happened once.
Mm.
But yeah, it's I figure bring it for a couple grudges. It is officially Powerball's retirement weekend. It'll be fun.
I'll try to keep Florian in working shape so I can maybe get some grudges in if I don't make it into the playoffs or whatever.
I don't know. Darren, I'm going to be real with you. I don't know if I'm going to grudge you because I don't have a wedge.
You said you're retiring the robot, so what's the point of keeping it?
Look, I'd still like to...
I just put some fresh latex on the tires.
I could use the parts for other things.
I wouldn't hit you that hard. I only, I try and clip your wheels or something.
Well, here's the thing, is that I would... Here's the thing, is that the hub motor is my part, right?
Okay.
I'd rather you not mess that up. If you mess up the drive motor, still that would actually be really bad, but technically it's team parts. So that's why I should clarify, that's why Powerball's getting retired this weekend. I'm sending all the team parts inside of it back.
What's up?
Yes, I can hear you, Chris.
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh.
So yeah, I officially have my diploma now, so I have to give the team parts back.
I'm gonna miss you in the skirt.
Oh, I heard multiple things there. What's up?
So if you're retiring Powerball, does that mean you're switching only to just hyperdrive?
I don't know. So hyperdrive is actually in a unique position where I do actually own, I think, basically everything on hyperdrive. The only things that I don't own on hyperdrive are, I think, the weapon motor, and then I don't even know if there's anything else I don't own. I think I own everything else. I think it's just the weapon motor, but the weapon motor is actually toast anyway. I got to buy a new one, so it's actually in a pretty good spot for me to keep running hyperdrive, actually. And I've mostly been running hyperdrive anyway because I do kind of want to work on it a good bit and get it good enough to maybe qualify at an NHRL. Powerball 12 is definitely going to be something that I don't think is going to be running super often in the future because it's stupidly expensive. So Powerball, I'd have to buy all new stuff for, and that would be expensive, and the 12 as well. So that kind of defaults me with hyperdrive for a while. But also at the same time, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like it's a good time and good position while things are kind of these other robots are not going to run for a while. I feel like it's kind of a good spot to kind of go with something new. I've got a lot of ideas that I've just had cooking, and I feel like a lot of my ideas, a lot of my robots, while visually creative, have not been very unique or interesting design-wise. I mean, hyperdrive is a pretty standard four-wheel drive and Powerball, even though it's got the custom hub motor, it's still a four-wheel drive vert disc. It's not insanely unique. So I feel like I'm in a pretty interesting position where I could kind of not start from scratch, but where I could build up some new, maybe more interesting, gimmicky robots, if that makes sense.
So switch from style over substance to more substance over style.
No. I didn't say that. If anything, it would get goofier. It would definitely get much goofier is my prediction. I predict I'm going to dive into the notebooks and get some ideas from there, and my saved folders on Instagram for design inspiration, and maybe work with some stuff from there.
Good. I don't want you making competitive robots.
Yeah, I'll leave that to the commissions. Don't worry. You can just handle everything that comes in there. I still got to get Order 66 back in the game here.
So are you bringing Hypershock as well? Hyperdrive, damn it.
Yeah, I might bring it just to sit on the table.
Okay.
But I don't have a bottom plate or a weapon motor or a motor mount. So there's a lot of missing parts right now. I mean, I have them, but they're not I don't want to use. Also, the weapon ESC in hyperdrive is getting scrapped and reused in the 12 right now, because Termigator's currently using Powerball 12's drive ESCs. So I don't have any ESCs for my drive. I have to take the ones out of my drive ESCs on the 12 are Hyperdrive's weapon ESC and Hyperdrive's spare weapon ESC. So it's something.
Man, I'm ahead of all. I realize I'm like the I'm like the only one who's like preemptively. I'm trying to figure out how the heck I phrase this. Me Tampa. There. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that funny for some reason?
I see. Yeah.
I'm actually going to be in Tampa for like an extra day, I think,
Mm.
for other stuff besides the robot event. So this
So-
worked out pretty well.
There you go. Yeah, after all that, like having you like bring me my parts and stuff, it turns out that John can actually only like weld my last part like this weekend. So after the event in Tampa, I actually am going to drive up to Gainesville to get my disc welded.
So, Caden, are you going to Tallahassee?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm still debating. It's so.
I'm
far
not.
away. It's so far away, but it's Brian's Tallahassee event. I'm always there. I announce at that event all the time, and like he has a special magnetic badge made for me for announcer, and it's Brian's event. It's always great. So, I want to go, but holy moly, is it a far drive? So I'm still on the fence. I'm not gonna lie.
I also would like to go to that event, I'll be honest, but I just can't because I'm seeing a concert that weekend.
The other thing, too, is I don't actually know if I'll have a robot at that point. Because, like I said, Hyperdrive's actually missing carbon fiber plate, weapon motor, and motor mount. And the motor mount's not a big deal. Weapon motor's pretty expensive. Carbon fiber is... it's probably not that big a deal. I could probably figure something out for that. But, bottom line is, it is not in fighting condition right now. Powerball is in fighting condition right now, but is not about to be because I have to give parts back. And Powerball 12 is not something that will be fighting in Tallahassee. So I actually don't even know if I'll have a robot then. I could probably, don't get me wrong, I'm sure I could scrape something together, make something original. But I don't know.
Well, guess who's going to be in Tallahassee? I've been trying to bust everybody's bubble.
Everybody else?
No, Cold Snap.
Yeah. Hey.
I don't even know who Cold Snap is.
It's a shuffler
Oh my
undercutter
God.
that's really, really good. It's an amazing robot. In fact,
Is it a 3-pounder or a 1-pounder?
It's a Beetle. Yeah. It
It's
actually
a 3, but technically it's a 4.5 pounder.
Yes, it is spark conforming though, right? So it's
Well, he's 4 1/4, right? If he's 4 1/2, he's screwed.
yeah. I would assume it's 4 1/4.
4 1/4. Still more than 3 pounds, though, technically.
Yes, it is the full shuffler weight bonus, and it's insane. It hits very, very hard. I might actually, that might be the deciding factor that makes me make that full drive over there. I saw it fight at NHRL, but I didn't really get to watch it. So I might.
And it's my birthday weekend, so you got to go anyway.
Oh, really? Hey.
I would go, but I have other commitments around that time. I'm helping plan a wedding for my sister,
There you go.
and I just don't have any other good way to get up there.
Yeah.
It happens.
I really wish I could go as well because I'd like to defend my title as the first, essentially, the champion of that event. Because I won last
Not
year.
anymore. You're no longer
Yes.
the champion.
Yeah, someone else is going to get that chance, and I'm going to be able to kill him next year.
Don't worry, Darren. My new robot.
Unless you
that'll
go to
make will be
another
a
Barney
very
show
specific
or
counter
something.
for you.
I mean, it does open up the possibility of if someone else does an event and fought it in July, I'll be able to go to it, and pretty much no one else will be going to an event in that month because they'll be too wiped out from the Tallahassee thing.
There you go.
Problem is, I don't think that's going to happen at all.
Going to the Dropkick Dojo one they have in September, the Harder They Fall event.
I haven't seen that one.
I saw it on the DB, and it's tempting, but I don't know if there's like a prize.
Tallahassee's the same issue for me. Is like Jacksonville and Tallahassee are both just so far away, and like Tallahassee, at least I have friends that are there in Tallahassee, so I could crash at their place, which is a huge thing. And it's Brian's event, which I always go to Brian's Tallahassee event. I've been going forever. I feel like I gotta go. And then also Jacksonville and me have beef, so that dissuades me from Jacksonville as well. But they're both just so far.
Also, here's fluorine for the people who missed it. Ready to go. I put latex on the wheels, but then I realized that I forgot to add rubber cement to the wheels before adding the latex, so I'm going to have to redo that. I can't do it now because I'm in the middle of a parking lot, so I have no power.
Not with that attitude.
Hey
Peel
man,
wheels.
I
didn't
just
stop
did
me from
mine
working.
before dinner tonight.
Yeah, I have a heat gun thing in my what's it, so I can dry it pretty much instantly. So that's not a problem.
I was hoping Andy was going to be on the stream. I was going to thank him for the hub motor cores he sent me. Literally the day I got them, I started cooking.
Right, I'm realizing
I'm
it's gonna get
excited.
dark, and I don't want to stay up for long.
Give me a minute.
You want motion sickness too?
Yo,
Just
Kaden.
very fun.
What's up?
And then I got you a
Ready
motion
for
for
June?
you.
1 week away,
Oh,
man.
I'm trying, man. My last parts. The thing that killed me last time was I couldn't get the hub motor machined in time, and the parts that I did get actually turned out to not be accurate enough for the hub motor.
Not
So
again.
instead of doing it on the Team's Omeo this time, I actually just bit the bullet and got it made in China. I found a guy who's been great. I don't have the parts in hand yet, but he sent them a couple days ago, and they should be in hand Tuesday. So enough time to assemble everything and get it good before we fly out. Should be cutting it kind of close, but it should be good. It should be good, assuming I can, find where I set all my other parts.
Well, I can't
Just
wait
walking.
to see you. And this guy can't wait to see you.
So,
Yeah,
now that
man,
we
I'm
know,
really sad I'm not bringing hyperdrive. I would have liked to grudge.
Dude, I know.
would you have liked to grudge with me?
You know, and you would
Yeah,
have
I'd
been pretty
grudge
high
with
ranked
hyperdrive.
too, Caden, because
Oh, heck yeah.
most of the guys going to Beatles this time are either low ranked or more unranked bots. Like,
Yeah, I
somehow
saw there's
Power-
a weird mix for Beatles. There's like a lot of like very, very high rank Beatles or very well known Beatles, and then a lot of unknowns. And
you
there's
know,
not a
somehow
ton
I
of
was
in
able to
between.
fall into the top 10 ranked bots for this event. I don't know how.
Oh yeah, I did that with hyperdrive the other time because I was like, wait, I shouldn't be this like high up, and nobody showed up, and so I like happened to be one of the higher ranked bots. I was like, how about that?
Yeah.
Chris, by the way, your mic is like super quiet.
In
compared to
all
everybody
fairness,
else.
my voice is a bit low because I was just being off sick, so I kind of lost some of my voice.
Ah,
And I
fun,
lost over the past couple of days. Yeah,
fun. Well, hope that gets better before NHRL.
I know, right? I just got
Hopefully,
sick
yeah.
and I go to NHL right when I get better, and then I get sick again.
I know you got to lose your voice at NHRL.
I know, right? Hey, I do it all the time, man.
There you go.
So,
I lose my voice
Aiden.
whenever I go to Maker Fair and commentate for a whole weekend.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah,
hey, Caden,
I used to
it looks
a
like
lot
it's just
more
gonna.
with the bigger robots. Like I would be screaming into that thing.
Hold
What are
on a
you saying,
second,
Darren?
I have to take care of. Okay, Caden, I think it's literally just going to be you and me from UF at this event.
John
It
John
might-
Thomas just said that Ampere is going to be in Tallahassee as well.
yeah,
so
I
can't wait.
saw that. Why?
That'll
I
be
remember
interesting too.
Ampere, was
One
that the one
moment.
we were talking about before? That was the shuffler.
No, it's
I
like
think
a little
It
beater
was
bar,
that
like
1
a.
pound beater bar. It's like
It's
a
kind of like
riptide.
gumbo.
Like a riptide.
Oh, is that the one that?
It's from
didn't it have,
Merca.
like, a
It's the
YouTube
Merca
video on it,
trophy,
or am
I
I thinking of a
believe.
different one?
It's the Merca. It's the Merca one that wins a lot of Merca events.
Is that the one that? Did he make a YouTube
No.
video out of it?
Can I get a towel?
I've seen it on YouTube before,
Can I use this?
And that's probably Okay, then I probably know
but
that
the
one.
video that I saw, his drive wasn't extremely durable. He would lose
Was it-
drive a lot.
Is it like kind of red and black or something?
It's blue, I think. It's blue and black.
Oh, it's the blue one. Okay. Yeah, no. I know that one then.
Basically, it's a
I-
four-wheel drive beater.
Yeah, I
Riptide.
saw that one. Okay, yeah, I know which bot that is. Yeah, that's
I believe
cool.
it won
Well,
Merca finals last year, or it took
That's
second.
cool.
I know
Well,
it was at top 2 at Merca for the finals.
maybe I'll try to
$10.
grudge then.
You just
That'd be
paid
fun.
for our gas. That's what I just put in my car.
We won $70 in tickets, lottery tickets.
Oh
Hey.
wow! I won
Paid for our
$2,000 on
gas.
recently.
There you go.
You won $2,000 win.
Yeah, I was on a cruise going through Europe, and on the cruise they had a casino, and I decided, you know what, let's try some hands of roulette. And fortunately, I had done some online roulette simulators and tried a couple of strategies, and in the end, it
There
paid
we go,
off.
reset.
Is there strategy in roulette?
There's a little if you want to play like the odds and stuff. Some people will just put it all down on one number, but with the moves I do, I cover a majority of the table, and by the time I start winning, it's a small payout, but do it enough times, it adds up.
All right.
Yep. I was. Here's another fun fact. I was a casino dealer and a casino pit boss. I used to deal roulette and blackjack and craps and 3-card poker and let it ride.
What haven't
There's
you done?
some insane lore right here you're dropping.
Yeah, a lot of lore.
Lore.
I was the pit boss that would give out the free meals and watch the play and manage millions of dollars back in my mid-20s.
That's crazy.
Only about 25 years ago. But what Madman was talking about is basically on roulette, if you hit a number straight up, it pays 36 to 1. And so, like, say if you pick, 25 out of the 36 numbers, every time you hit, you make $11.
Okay,
or,
Google.
depending on how much you
Set
stack
timer
on
for
there.
12 minutes and 32 seconds.
But
There are definitely strategies you can play when doing roulette. And I did lose a little bit, but once I started getting in the rhythm, it started paying off. Now, am I saying go out and do roulette because I won big? No. It's on your own. Waste your own money. Don't just use me.
I'll tell you how casinos work in a nutshell. Whatever they have the least amount of is what your best odds of winning are.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put it to you that way. Like, there's normally only like one or two craps tables. That's because craps is your best odds in any casino. Why are there so many slot machines that are low value? Because that's your absolute worst odds of winning in a casino.
Makers.
I've never even been to a casino, so I wouldn't know.
I have not either. If I did,
it's like an adult arcade that actually can bankrupt you. It's like Dave and Buster's more evil.
Maybe we'll do a casino lesson like one day. I'll tell you all about the casino secrets.
There you go. We'll jump on like the Discord. Oh,
There's something loud in the background.
I hear the death bomb.
Yep.
I can't really test my robots right now because.
So I actually have Rougarou somewhat functional, but not fight ready.
Yeah.
That's good.
So,
not good, but better.
It's like
very nice. Hey, we never saw the spin up. How's it look? I guess I'm
actually
talking
put a short up.
I guess I'm talking to both you and Chris here because Chris was also just spinning.
Yeah, I was just testing it, seeing how it works. Cause first time I got to test it in a while. Let's see if I can just.
Sounded good. So yeah, what about Rougarou spin up? We didn't get to see that either.
I did a YouTube short on it.
Did I?
Let me see.
I'll have to find it. I didn't see it.
Maybe I can find it.
Camera? I don't think so.
Let me see. I'd have to go to my computer and do it.
I mean, I can just take a video and send it to you.
I'm sure I'll be able to find it.
Maybe I'll put a battery in and we'll just do it again.
Oh, there you go.
Live.
I'm not going to do a spin up inside my grandparents' house, but Azrael's got a better spin up now that I got a better motor.
Yeah, I noticed the motor was different. Thank God that little M2 mounting thing was stressing me out, man.
It did work, and I switched to beefier screws to hold in the motor, and they work fine. But since this is a new kit upgrade from Ben from Phantom Assault, this is his shock-absorbing spinner hub. He 3D printed this out of some kind of flexible material. I don't remember what it said exactly.
I mean, it's
a different
CPU.
And it's a different kind of setup where you actually screw a lock nut onto the top of it.
Yeah, I see. It's a prop mount. It's really funny. He's got the motor, like the X mount on there, and then
I actually put that on there because the original screw, it didn't go down far enough, so I just put something else on there to push it down a little further.
Oh, I see. I was gonna say those like come with the motor. That's kind of funny.
I almost accidentally put a 6S in.
I was thinking about maybe running a 4S, but it didn't fit inside this.
So I'm in a weird spot with this hub motor. So this is a Beta Weight hub motor based off the cores that Andy sent me.
Well, that's what you needed my help with.
Yeah, this is what I was asking you if you had those bearings for, because it doesn't come with the bearings or anything. So I wanted to test out, make sure my tolerances were right. But the diameter of it is like it's really weird, and I'm not like a huge fan of it. Like I would like it to have a bigger diameter than this. Like for scale reference, do I have a hyperdrive beater? I have all of hyperdrive here. Let's just compare that. So if you compare like hyperdrive to this weapon disc, it's like it's like kind of a fine size, but like overall, it's really pretty small. For a disc, I'd like it to have way bigger reach than that. But the problem is that I'd like to run the robot on 6S to get the full like wattage boost, and I'll just have a giant battery in there. But the problem is like 6S on this KV, this is really like the maximum diameter I can put on this without it being like absurd and starting to burn itself out. So
Wow.
I don't know. It's in a really weird spot where I don't really know what to do with it. Like I could run the weapon on 4S and drive on 6S, but then I don't get that like wattage boost on the 6S, and they don't like this part here that Seth sells. He doesn't sell it in a lower KV, much lower, which is what I would need. So it's in a really, really weird spot where like this is really as big as I can make it. So I don't really know what to do with it.
Have you tried making your own hub motor again?
That's basically what this is. I mean, it's using the core from Seth's hub motor, but aside from that, it's all custom. But that's not like, I don't know. If I wanted to go full custom, it would be a much bigger annoyance. The wonderful thing about Seth is that this core part right here is all the frustrating manufacturing done for you. So, like, if you have this part, it makes your custom hub motor a lot easier to make, which is why I have the custom, like, actual hub here, but the core is the off-the-shelf one, because that would be the easiest way for me to make one, like, custom. But then it has the KV issue, so I'm not sure what to do.
I'm not really helpful here because I don't really know how to fix that other than some kind of.
Neither
Well,
am
I don't know how to fix it either. I mean, like, I could rewind the motor, but it's been epoxied, so, like, I couldn't do that. I'd have to get a new ring. What's up?
Hey everyone.
What up?
Hey Jupiter, how you doing?
What up, Space Junk?
Jonathan.
Yeah, full house today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, full
Got
house.
everybody.
Hey, Carter, come here.
Hey,
Oh, we're
kid.
getting Carter.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
I'm gonna get
Carter.
Carter to hold the
Wow.
camera
Okay,
while I
just
do
send you a
the
video, by
spin-up
the way, of it in
test.
the
Hey,
box.
spin up. Let's go.
What? Look at this thing go crazy. It's so fast. It's so stupid and so fast. Look,
I don't see this video.
Flying.
Carter punched holes in both sides of my my test box with drum gun.
Uh-oh.
Wow. That's
So we'll be
impressive.
doing this kind of unsafely, hiding around the edge. But
I still gotta
you
make
do
my
that
stuff.
clamp right there, and just point the camera into the cage, so
I
that we
am-
can spin up Rougarou.
I am assuming Powerball
Yeah,
spins fine.
You're gonna have to go. Yeah.
Bruh.
All right.
Everybody say hi to my super dope grandma.
There you go. Can y'all see in there?
Hello, Ian's grandma.
All right, we're gonna do this
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Let's go
do this
live.
test here.
Hand's so shaky right now.
Can you full screen
so
yours,
shaky.
Steve? Because I can't really see it that
Oh
well.
yeah. I can
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
go full screen.
You have
Come
full
on.
control.
Hey,
Carter, quit shaking the camera.
Shaky hands.
Dang
it's
it,
just
Carter,
doing,
be a
like,
better
realism for the
cameraman.
found footage.
Bro, this is a really nice looking test box.
Yeah, it is nice. It's got the lights in there and
It
everything.
looks like Lars.
Better than I can make.
Yeah, Lars is a really nice test box.
I mean,
Shouldn't it be in undercutter mode?
Nah, it doesn't matter
It
too
should
much.
be, but it won't do right. All right, you ready?
Let's see it.
All right, let's see it.
Spin it up.
Scary.
It's a fast boy.
Wow.
I love it.
So far. All right, Carter, you put the camera back over here.
looking good, Steve.
Very nice.
So it does spin like Like it wants to hurt somebody. That's for sure.
That is true.
That's probably
It looks
a
like
good thing.
it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it sounded scary.
Yep. I look forward to fighting it in the arena, assuming chlorine works.
The only problems that I'm having, and I'm going to get ideas from whoever attends tomorrow, is I'll show you why I put it in upside down real quick. Let me go back to, well,
You're gonna be the belt killer.
because right now this bolt is sticking out too far and my wheels are too small, so it sits like this. And so the blade is actually hitting the floor. So I need to figure out a way to like reduce the height of this nut right here. And it's also an ounce and a half too heavy, so I'm swapping out the aluminum plates for 3 mil carbon fiber. And it just so happens I can cut those pieces out of the old Ruger chassis.
That's good.
You could
have you tried?
You could
have
do a
you tried,
low
like,
profile shoulder bolt.
Yeah, that was going to be my first step. Was I was either going to grind that bolt down to like a shoulder bolt, or I was going to try to get something that's actual low profile, because all it really does is keeps the weapon from sliding off the shaft.
Yeah, I mean, you could just get a low profile shoulder bolt on McMaster. They're kind of expensive though. The low profiles, it's pretty insane actually how the difference in price between the regular and the low profile shoulder bolts.
Yeah.
What's up, Jim's Hobbies? Yeah, I'm going to try a carriage bolt, and I might have to shave that down some too.
Yeah.
But I did stick with the gears, so it is gear driven still.
Yeah, I see that. Gears. How's that feeling? That holds up well on hits and everything?
I haven't hit anything yet.
Oh.
What material are you getting the gears out of?
We'll find out.
I see.
What's the gear? What material is the gears made out of?
One is carbon fiber nylon. That's the one that goes on the motor because of the heat, and then the weapon gear is TPU.
Makes
Awesome.
sense.
I just got a 3D printer and I'm experimenting with it, so I'm trying to learn the thing.
Very nice. What type of printer did you get?
It's an Anycubic Adventurer S1, I think.
That's bold, getting an Anycubic in 2025.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I don't
It's
know.
like
what my dad
printer.
saw. He saw that it was doing basically everything that Bamboo was doing, just same price. It was an endeavor on my dad's side. He really wanted to try it out, and I was like, I'll join along with it. I can find stuff for it.
I'm sure you have plenty of robot things you can make now.
I have an entire folder on Thingiverse that's just robot stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So, fun thing I recently
just got
found out. Well, not found out, but I don't know. Point is, about a week ago now, it elapsed. Okay, let me just try this again. It's been basically 4 years since I attended my first ever robot fighting competition. Well, technically that was a week ago, but it's been basically 4 years, so that's cool.
Long time.
So it's like a little anniversary.
Yeah.
I don't know how well you guys can see this right here. Let me do this
What is it?
again.
It's
This
a
is
bazooka.
like no, it's for you put it on top of a bucket and your shop vac goes through it.
Oh yeah.
It looks like a nuke.
And
Part of a nuke.
And it removes all like if you vacuum up a bunch of screws and things, it's a cyclone.
Yeah, we got one of those. We got one of those with a giant bucket and a shop vac up at the CNC at Solar Park.
But this is why I'm showing this, is because this was actually printed on a Creality K1 Max.
Oh yeah, how's that been?
This is all PLA.
Very nice.
I've had my K1
Nice.
Max for over a year.
Yeah.
Other than
Is it
the
one of
occasional,
like?
you got.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's a full. It's a 300 cubed Core XY machine, and I can print carbon fiber nylon and anything on it really. But
Nice. Very nice.
the problem is, ever so often the main board just crashes, and so you have to pull the main board, you have to reflash it, reinstall the firmwares, and it always seems to happen right before a competition.
Of course, every time.
How does a 3D printer crash?
Buy a Creality and you'll find out.
I was gonna say, reality moment. Yeah,
Experience it for yourself. Low price, like $400.
I was showing you that print because I got the machine for $700 for a 300 cube bed, That's a Core XY that can print a Benchy in 14 minutes. And it's a great machine, prints absolutely beautifully, but it's the software sucks. It's like I can't upgrade. I have to stay on the beta firmware. If I try to upgrade, it crashes the board. And when I contacted Creality and complained about it, they're like, well, just don't update. I'm like, okay, but what about all the new firmware features and fixes that you're coming out with?
That's a
You
bad
know?
answer.
Right?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I've got a Creality CR10 at home, and I think I was having like nozzle issues, and I was at Amrock Wednesday, and I was talking to one of the guys that works at Amrock, Clinton. I've seen Clinton there. Never talked to him until Wednesday. He's an expert with 3D printing. I'm trying to convince him to come take a look at my printer. I don't know. I gotta get somebody to look at my printer. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you gotta learn about your
tutorials.
Doing.
Yeah, and I keep hearing people like, "Oh, Google it. Oh, look it up on YouTube." That's the worst thing I can do, dude. I'm so bad at it. I do not benefit from Googling it or looking it up on YouTube. I just can't follow a video. I can't do that. You got to show me. Somebody's got to show me and get my
That's
hands
what
on
the
it.
people on YouTube are doing.
But I need my hands on it.
I need
My buddy from
face-to-face
Jim's
contact.
Hobbies.
Exactly.
My buddy from Jim's Hobbies is asking Madman if he's bringing cookies to the fight tomorrow.
Yeah.
If I make enough, sure.
Yo, my guy brings cookies to the events. Yo, I gotta get down to Florida.
This is not a
Yeah, there
common
you
thing.
go.
I'm just doing this because we've had some cookie dough in a freezer for a while.
All I know is, if you do bring it to a Florida event, all I know is that's a good incentive to get me down there.
There you go. You get
Yeah.
cookies twice. You get once on the depending on the airline you take, and get the little Biscoff cookies, and then you get one.
Oh my gosh, I loved those as a kid. I still love them now.
Chris, you ought to be going to Tallahassee. That's closer.
I can't. I got NHRL next weekend. I got just 6 days till NHRL.
Mm-hmm. Ruckus.
Kill it, man. Got this.
Tallahassee's in July, mid-July.
I believe I got G-Scroll Championships because I know New Jersey, the championships for the league is coming up around then.
I'll tell you what you got. You got excuses. That's what you got.
I know I made I've ranked top 10 in all the G-Scroll Beetles so far. And it's a really competitive list I somehow made up with. Like, I'm up
What
there
are you
with,
putting in, Kendall?
let's see, Sting Operation, Power On,
What are you putting in?
Bajira, Half-Life,
Oh, great.
Prince, Sir Slicey. I'm up there with all those guys, which is crazy. That qualified with a really Sir Slicey, dude. Sir
It's a
Slicey,
solid list.
Di Macaris. Can't forget Di Macaris.
Solid.
I made top 10 I made a part of that list. I'm a part of that list, which is a pretty cool thing.
Nice.
There
First
you go.
time I ever qualified for championships at G-Scroll too.
Nice.
Well
Hopefully,
done.
I can qualify for NHRL championships next weekend. That'll be nice.
Hey, there
Oh
you go.
yeah.
Hey, listen,
Which bot are you taking?
I'm bringing this old guy right here. Ready
Awesome.
for? I believe this is the almost 4-year anniversary of this thing. 'Cause I started the original Power Surge around this time for June NHL 2-3 years ago. So yeah, this thing is I think on its 3rd year now. Would
Wow.
be nice to finally get a qualification with it after a long time with it.
It's time to ditch the forks.
Yeah, these are more
Forks are for rookies.
for testing because I don't want to keep hitting
Forks
the wall
win matches,
constantly.
dude. Have you seen me with actual forks?
Like, these are more safety things to keep it from hitting the wall because I don't want to damage the weapon and break my wall. So kind of it keeps the weapon free. Also, these are technically these are my secret weapon for a fight when I fight Jelly Baby. I got these because so far these things have worked against every control bot I fought. I'm currently 7-0, 8-0 against every control bot with these so far.
Wow.
That's
It's
a win. That is a massive win.
It's my perfect thing for Mako, any cam lifters that maybe, Jelly Baby, Peekaboo. I know Peekaboo's going. Wicked Wedge. There's a lot of good control bots going this one.
Yeah.
So
solid
hopefully
list.
These will help me get in, especially with any sort of bots with long forks. My fork should hopefully, the goal is to outlength their forks. So then if I can just get a little bit up to give them to slide under them and lift them up a little bit, then their forks won't be hitting the ground, and it'll give just enough purchase for my bar to bite onto it, yank them off. Because this bar is like a millimeter, maybe like even less than a millimeter ground clearance between the floor. So I just need to raise you up a little bit so I can get underneath those forks and I can pop you up and I can send you flying.
Yeah, I don't believe in ground clearance. It's overrated. This thing will actually scrape the ground a little bit. If it's actually, there was a burr on the end of the disc. There was like one of the little like laser cut manufacturing burrs on this end of the disc here, and I had to grind it down because it was hitting the ground too much.
Wow. Yeah, I've got a fun fact for y'all.
Darren, you got a question in the chat here.
I can't see the chat. I'm in like the Chrome thing.
It says, Darren, does your weapon spin now? Oh no, he
frozen.
Oh no, we broke
As
it.
long as Fury isn't at this event, I'll survive.
Joy, my weapon
Who's
does
at the
spin
event?
now. You can see it on my YouTube channel. There should be a video of it spinning.
Subscribe to Darren on YouTube.
Yeah. I got a fun fact for
Please,
y'all.
Subscribe to
I'm
everyone on
actually at,
YouTube.
I'm at like 150 subscribers somehow, which shocks me.
The only thing that I have not actually done is I haven't actually gone and checked the motor that I'm using in Powerball for this weekend to make sure it's not like one of the burnt coil ones. It might be. I'm going to be honest. If it is, I should probably try to replace that tonight, but I don't actually know what kind of parts I have on hand. Again, I'm just grudging it. So I'm not taking it super seriously, but it should be fun anyway. I also, actually, you know what? I don't want to bring down the stream. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, so I
Down all the time.
honestly, Hayden, I'm against you on the ground game. I believe in ground game. I had an acetate to Rocketeer flipper.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I don't
got a
believe
beat
in
on
ground
station
clearance.
No, listen to this one now. I was at MRock Wednesday, and this stupid little nose right here that came with the kit, which I painted black because it looks cool. I was at MRock Wednesday in the arena, getting interviewed by like local news and radio stations and all this fun stuff, and they wanted to film footage of me in the arena. I threw in space junk with an old frame that Ian gave me.
Yes,
I
I did.
ripped out the frame in one hit. I go in for another hit. This stupid little nose found a hole in the floor, tripped the robot, and come to a sudden stop. My receiver came out of place, and everything that was plugged into the receiver came unplugged from the receiver and ended up in the weapon.
Dude, you got beaten by the floor?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I thought, looking at everything, it looked like the connectors broke off of everything that was in the receiver. I go to Clinton at Amrock, and I said, "Hey, Clinton, you're good at soldering, right?" He goes, "Yeah, what'd you do?" I said, "Here, you fix it."
That's a massive L, losing to the floor.
Yeah, and he took one look at it, and he said, "Oh, that's salvageable. No soldering." It turns out the little connector covers are what broke off, but the connectors themselves are still intact. And so he sent me home with extra covers for them. We got it fixed in no time. This thing's working again. It's ready for Makercon again.
Yeah.
So, I dropped Tyrone from Tallahassee and signed up Gumbo.
Are you bringing any ants for grudges tomorrow?
No.
Party Cooper?
I want to kill Gumbo.
Don't we all?
I want to fight Gumbo with a horizontal. How good is it against horizontals?
It's never lost to a scalar kit.
But I'm not a scalar.
I know you're worse.
I'm also not a scalar.
You're worse than me too.
Okay, who's worse, me or Darren?
Darren's won several events with Florian.
That's
very
true.
recently.
I mean, so I would say Darren by logic.
Assuming the
Thanks
weapon
for the-
doesn't fly off, then I think I stand a good chance of beating Gumbo.
Gumbo.
Well, that makes me
Gumbo.
wish I had a wedge. I mean, I want to fight Florian, obviously, with a functional robot, but, without a wedge, I don't really want to,
Just
throw
aim
a
your
hub
wheels at
expensive
me. That's
hub
all you have
motor
to do.
face first into it.
We're definitely going to make some changes, though, of course.
What are you planning?
Make it reliable.
In
Right.
what way?
Like we CNC'd the sides out of UHMW, and on that scale, it's just too flimsy with all the relief cuts that we have for weight. So we're going to go back with polycarbonate. The polycarbonate held up really well, and it
Why
was
not use
super
carbon?
light.
Why not use like carbon fiber sides or something?
Well, when you put carbon fiber in it, you basically make it brittle. And if you print your polycarbonate slow and hot, it gets close to like an actual polycarbonate, even though you still might suffer some
set timer for
layer,
12
but it'll
and
at least
35
take a hit.
seconds.
If you print it with carbon fiber nylon and it takes just one good hit, it's going to shatter. And
kinda
so
meant,
I'll
like-
try to leave a little bit of flex into it.
Hmm.
Ask what's that robot? Nibbler. Ask Nibbler about carbon fiber nylon sides.
Yeah.
Turbo hit him and he exploded into 10 pieces.
Oh, that's cool.
You can't do much with the carbon fiber nylon. Got to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll take that into consideration.
Yeah,
I've got an idea for you,
people
Steven.
ask me that a lot when they see Hyperdrive as a 3D printed top plate. Everyone always assumes it's carbon fiber nylon, and they're like, "Oh, how did you like dehydrate it? It looks good." I was like, "That's because it's not nylon. It's
TPU.
it's all Polymax. No, it's not even TPU. It's Polymax PLA.
Really?
Yeah, Hyperdrive's top
That's
plate.
what I
Ever
use.
since the redesign, it has been Polymax PLA, and it has only been broken once. And I was already non-functional going into that fight, so they just got a free run-up hit right on my top plate. So I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
it was one of
Poly's
those things where I was like, the
I
robot's already
remember
obliterated.
being
Have
called
fun.
crazy when I was preaching the gospel on Polymax tough PLA.
I
They're like,
was-
it's PLA, it sucks. I'm like, no, it's good. Trust
I
me.
remember in Tallahassee back in like, oh gosh, when was that? It must have been like 2021 or something. It was the green. I remember it very vividly. It was the green frame of the horizontal off Thingiverse, that version of Gumbo, I think. And
It was Tyrone, yeah.
Was Tyrone, you're right. Yeah, and you handed it to me, and I was like, what material is this? And I remember I ran over and I showed it to Brooks, and I was like, feel this and tell me what material you think this is. This is insane. And then, I mean, you're 100%, you were right. And then now I have a new secret thing that's not actually a secret thing. That's, I think, it's performing a little better than Polymax now, but I don't have a personal role yet. So maybe in the future.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
You probably do, honestly.
But I'll keep the secret since we're partners in crime. We'll discuss it later.
Cool.
At least we'll find you.
But somebody was asking me what this is. This is they just joined the stream. This is Rougarou 2.
Tuguru.
He's kind of like a
Tuguru.
Rougarou.
Is it Tuguru or
There you go.
Rugatu?
Both of those are awesome.
Because they're both pretty
right
good.
Now it's Rugapoo. But it'll be better by July.
No, that'll be Ruga number 2.
And then Jim's hobbies. He asked me about G10. I haven't even thought about, to be honest, like getting say like a 3 mil G10 and CNCing it out
G10's
for.
more durable. It breaks different than carbon fiber, but it's heavier. It's also denser, so you have to allow more weight for G10.
Right, but like with Gumbo, it's got so many cutouts. You know what I mean? Like, I never thought about just getting a thick piece of like carbon fiber or G10 and just CNCing it out.
Yeah, you like Delrin.
I actually like that idea more than just 3D printing because Azrael, it's one machine piece of UHMW and it's held together pretty well. Like I took direct hits from something that's kind of stronger than a scaler. It didn't reach my wheels, and even though it did cut through, it didn't go all the way through. So I think machined bodies might be like on the rise if people start using them more because I think they stand up a little better than like 3D printed layer by layer.
Well, I have news for you. If you've ever seen a beetle weight, there's a lot of UHMW side plates.
There it is.
That's
that's
the standard.
Yeah, it is.
Fluorine doesn't have UHMW side panels. It's all TPU.
That is
It's
true.
just a brick of UHMW.
This is
There you go.
UHMW everything
That's
except for the top
there
plate.
it is. That's the standard like assembly, especially for like the 2-wheel drive heater. The two big chunky side rails are integral. That's the gabagoo, the secret sauce,
Exactly.
the good stuff.
And
Gabgo
I
Glad.
like a big TPU rear. I just like UHMW because For me, at least.
Okay,
with certain
Google,
verts,
set
I
another
noticed
timer for
they
13
cut through
minutes.
it easier. TPU, like when
Yeah.
Knuckle Sandwich fought
Okay,
Dollar Store
Google,
Punch. Dollar Store Punch just went
set
right through
second
the back,
timer
got
for
Knuckle Sandwich
13
buried.
minutes.
Yeah, the problem is that people are countering TPU now, you know?
Okay,
Exactly.
Google.
So
I mean, the only way really
UHMW,
to
I find
counter
it harder to cut
TPU
through it
besides
fierce than
hitting
like
it hard
TPU.
is using a flamethrower or something.
Yeah.
And then
You know what I like better
the only
than
difference is
UHMW?
What?
the only difference
On
except
Big G,
is the
we always
front.
use
This is
HDPE.
I was gonna say, is he about to say HDPE?
A little more rigid,
Yep.
a little more dense.
or you
Hey,
can just
Steven, I got an
do
idea
what I
for
do,
you.
run PLA plus. Because this front panel
Oh,
is
yeah.
all super PLA plus. I've been running this for the last 5 events and it hasn't failed once. It's been holding strong. It's honestly worked
Wow,
better
that's
than the
good.
old UHMW front I had.
I'm not surprised about that part of it, but I am surprised that it holds up temperature wise.
Yeah,
With the
no,
weapon
this
motor
thing
right
has
here.
been rock solid. Even when I was cranking this, my motors on 6S at the time. I was using this and it held fine.
We have
So,
Christian from Team
super
X in
PLA
the chat.
plus.
Ooh, sweet.
Is Team X the guys who built Rampage?
Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
Nice.
Have y'all seen Polymaker's new PLA, the high temp stuff? It's
Yeah,
I have
actually
not. I've
more
heard
heat
about it.
resistant than polycarbonate.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'd
I gotta
love
check it
to
out.
take a look at that and see, like, because they also there's that self-extinguishing PTG. I've always thought about buying a roll of it to make fireproof armor for hyperdrive for NHRL just in case.
Wow, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, self-extinguishing.
cool to
It's
see.
very, very cool. But it's kind of expensive for a roll that I'm just going to use as a just in case. So
Yeah.
I haven't done it,
Has
but
anyone
it's
tried
good
it
because
yet?
most flamethrowers they don't have a second weapon on them. So if that's the case, you can ditch your armor basically and just have a fireproof package that doesn't need to be insanely durable because it's not standing up to any hits. It's just a flamethrower. So the self-extinguishing is actually going to be better for you than having a solid, squishy TPU or durable robot. You'd rather have it just be structurally sound and fire resistant.
That's the whole theory anyway.
Okay, can you link me that stuff?
I'll have to find it, but I'll send you a link when I.
NHL, I know Dutch Oven. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
know I got to deal with Dutch Oven at next weekend. So I actually
Yeah,
something
I'll
with
find it and I'll send you a link. I think it's a Prusa brand, but I'll have to double check.
Just also something else I'd like to remind y'all is Flooring is about to have its 100th fight.
I was waiting for that. Waiting for it.
Did we get
One-year
a
anniversary?
counter going for
Yeah.
for Space Junk mentions and Darren mentioning number of fights?
Actually,
Is this
last time
like
I was
a
on
shot
stream, it was
taking game or
Rocketeer
something?
mentions. It was Rocketeer mentions last time I was here. So it's Space Junk's turn.
I'm still waiting for a couple of matches with a few people. One of them being Jonathan.
I'm wondering if
It is
Florian's
bugging
going
the
to win its
living.
100th match.
It is
When does
bugging the
match
living
100?
crap out of me.
Yeah, that
Bugging
we
the
haven't.
crap out of me that I haven't fought you, Ian.
Yeah, we've known each other for a relatively long time,
Yeah.
and like we want to save it for an actual tournament thing. We don't want to just throw them into a
Right.
grudge thing. We want it to be tournament based.
And I want it to be the ant weights. I don't want our first fight to really be against the toy. I'd rather fight Azrael in our first fight,
Yeah,
to be honest.
because I'm bringing Azrael, my actual competition bot, and my haha for fun bot, Pequeña Muerte, which is just a hex bug toy.
Yeah. If y'all want to talk ground game, talk to Ian, the guy who showed up with the Hexbug toy with plastic forks.
Yeah, and that got me a job in Michigan.
Nice.
I kid you not. That got me a job. Like in Roboticon 2023, there was a recruiter from the Kettering University robotics team just coming down, saying hello, seeing what's up. And she came over to my table and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your creativity, just putting the forks on the robot. That is so smart." And I was like,
How come I don't get offers like this?
like this is and then she straight up said,
Yeah,
how would you like a summer camp teaching job up in Michigan? We'll let you stay on campus, we'll get vouchers, you get full control of the class. And I was like,
That's
sure.
awesome.
I gave her my number, didn't hear anything for about 7 months. But then like a month and a half
Legendary.
outside of like the camp, she called me. It was like, "Hey, I got 10 kits, a couple of kids who already signed up. Do you want in?" I'm like, "I'm canceling all plans. This is happening."
From putting forks on a hex bug?
Right?
Yeah.
What
That's
is
all
even
where
the
it
point of my
started.
work? What is
I
even
don't-
the point of my work?
I think about this day constantly. Like there was there were so many like good teams that,
Where's my scholarship?
like there were so many good teams at that event. And yeah, Steven and Carter were there. They were actually winning. Yet
As
I
always.
was picked. Don't worry, I've lived up to this moment like as much as I could. I got rave reviews from the first year. So much in fact that I'm doing 2 camps this go around. We're doing one for younger kids and one for more like teenagers.
Dang, dude, that's awesome. I wish I was that skilled
That's
at
awesome.
teaching people.
All you have
Or
to do is
what's
put
it,
forks in
Riz?
hex bug,
That's not the
Darren.
right word.
Put forks on a hex bug and get noticed by a recruiter.
Hey, Ian, guess what?
What?
I'm bringing my own hex bug tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm
they
not-
you know
I'm
what the old
not-
saying is, right?
What?
What old
Those who
saying?
can,
Yeah.
those who can do, those who can't teach.
Well,
What
I
you doing,
can do
Caden?
and I can teach.
That is actually true, Steven. I agree with
Also,
that.
I keep speaking highly to the I keep speaking highly about you to the other campers, so I'd say watch yourself.
I'm just
you
kidding.
show
You know
videos
that.
in the camp.
Yeah. Like
I was
when
going
I
through
was
the
there the
application
first year,
process
I
last
was
summer.
gushing about how many like good robots there are in like Florida.
There
Like I
really
talked
are.
about Junkyard Dog, I showed them videos, I showed them just about everything I could. Like
Very
I
cool.
speak highly
We
about you guys.
appreciate
You
the
guys are
exposure.
good stuff.
All you got to show them is this right here.
Yeah. I think this go around I might actually bring my own robots up there. Since they
Do
have
it.
like a
idea.
Show them this thing.
No, show
All
'em
right.
this thing.
send
You
me
should
your
show
robots,
some of
I'll
our
bring
You should show our epic dance battle to them.
Oh yeah, I've shown them a couple of my fights. Not
Dude,
like
wait
the
a
back-
minute. The thing, look. Ruckus 19, who remembers Will Bales and Kurt Durgin in the big arena? Who remembers that? Ruckus 19.
I don't. I wasn't there.
Okay,
I
go
can't talk
back.
to y'all.
Remember what you're talking
Okay, so for explanation,
never
there was the
saw.
auction, and one of the things was a slow dance in the arena with Will Bales,
Oh, yeah,
and
I
Kurt
had to
bought
watch
it. The video
Yeah.
is out there somewhere. It is the funniest
I have
thing.
a video of the whole thing.
Like they
you
do
show us?
dips and twirls and stuff. It is so funny.
It is. It is hilarious. I'm glad I got to saw. I am so glad I got to see that. Whoever wants to see a video of it, let me know. I will show you a video of it tomorrow. I've got it
I
on
want to
video.
see it.
That is true lost media. Like no, if you don't know about it, you will never find it.
And here's the thing. This gets even better because I went back and watched. I think it was that video in particular. I think it was that one. I went back and guess who was in the video as well?
Who?
You?
Helen.
Ah!
She's literally like right by the big arena. And I'm like, I went back
Ooh.
rewatching that video in nostalgia one day, and I happened to look in the audience towards like closer to the arena, and I look closely. I'm like, wait a minute, that looks familiar. Is that Helen?
I did that when I rewatched the BattleBots Resurrection series, and I saw Jacob from Dropkick.
Really?
Yeah, he was
I
on
watched,
Team.
I watched that series back before I even knew Jacob, and I didn't like that series, honestly.
I
How
thought
many
it was
people did?
fantastic.
I love that series. It showed Axe Backwards working.
Yeah, for one.
Wow.
I missed that
What a
one.
crazy
Yeah.
time.
I'm going to tell Kurt y'all said that.
I don't care.
I fucking love
I don't
Axe
care.
Backwards. It's like my favorite, one of my favorite robots. I love how kooky it is.
Yeah, that's actually one of the
I have,
robots I,
like,
want to make is a
I have
full-body
like 5 of his team shirts, and I wear them as like sleep clothes.
And now they
Kurt,
have
please
Pepe
bring Axe
Sylvia,
Backwards
which is
back.
very
I
much
beg you. I want to
similar
see it
to
again.
I got an Axe
What?
Backwards team shirt. I don't know if I still have it, but I got a team shirt from them.
Wait, Steve, I didn't hear what you said.
I said Pepe Sylvia is a very good concept from Axe Backwards. It's just a shelf
Yeah.
But that one actually works.
I love that thing.
I mean,
It is such a
Yeah.
chaotic little monster.
this is called.
And then he's got videos where he's like
Cracker
throwing it out in the
Shuffle's
grass
just a
and stuff.
stickler, man.
Yeah.
I
seen
still
those.
can't
It's
believe
amazing.
that thing runs on grass.
Big old shufflers go burr.
Weapon go brrr.
Yeah, the weapon do in fact go burr.
Weapon doing weapon things.
Yeah, I
will
saw
say this does make
I saw one of the Vasquez, I don't remember which, put their the little lash fight against Pepe Silvia at RCL Finals on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I have that on my watch later. I haven't gotten around to it.
It's a good watch.
I'm excited to
don't
watch
worry.
it.
Pepe loses. Spoiler.
Oh, spoiler alert! Thank you.
Boy, bro.
It's a really good match though. It's quite the driving.
How about I just start spoiling the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for you now? Will you like that,
Actually,
Steven?
To be honest, I've actually never like watched the end of the fights. I really don't know who won for sure. I was just assuming since you know, he lost drive on one side when Lil Nash took it out that he lost the fight. Oh, did I just do another spoiler?
Yes.
David.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus, hilarious.
Come on, Matt.
Okay, yeah, we got a couple burnt coils, but it's not too bad.
Well, what if
Well,
somebody
okay.
doesn't show up? Are you gonna throw a Powerball in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna grudge it.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
Not gonna
it
grudge
quit.
it against me though. That's the sad part.
A quick change of subject before Steven spoils anything else. Let's talk podium predictions for tomorrow. Let's
Yeah,
start
that's a
with
good
the
idea. We
very
actually know
big
who's
guy.
fighting. Who's getting the podium?
I'd have to pull up
Oh,
the
yeah, I
list.
gotta know.
Yeah, I
I'm-
got to pull up on my iPad right now. Let's start with Beetle podium right now. Podium for Beatles.
Okay, here's my prediction. Chlorine is gonna kill everybody and get first place with no
No
issues at all.
bias. No bias predictions.
I'm kidding. I honestly have no idea who's gonna get podium. Big G maybe stands a good
Not
chance
Chlorine.
if it works.
I got it.
I don't know. I actually have to look up the list
Oh, no.
myself.
Camino's going to be there.
Big G's going. I'm just gonna pick Big G. I gotta
I'll see if you can see
pick
this.
my fellow here.
No, I can't see it.
I just dropped. Oh, there it is.
Drop my little.
I think Camino's going to win.
Oh, we got the lineup
let's
here.
see.
Sunday Scaries.
Have you
Sunday
ever seen a
Scaries has a
perfectly
really good
round
Big
shot.
cookie?
G.
Oh,
I'm
man.
looking right now, actually.
Ooh, Sunday Scaries.
Well, first of all the waitlist robots have dropped, which makes sense.
I have
Hyper.
no
Ooh,
offense
pretty
or
good.
anything to the builder of Arbiter, but I've seen the other kits from that guy, and I'm very interested to see this one because I feel like the first time I saw it, I was like, "There's a
Hey,
lot
Kaden,
of
I got to
very,
contact
very
you on that note.
questionable
I
kits."
actually, when I was at Amrock a few weeks ago, that guy joined me, and I got to see his robot. And so, yeah, I've got some insight on that robot, and you'll see it tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I'm interested to see though, because the other robots that I've seen from that guy and a lot of the things that I've seen about that exact kit robot have been like sketchy decisions at best.
Yeah, well,
So
I mean,
I'm a little
he
That's,
did have,
Kyle
how it-
Cuffrey.
how it reacts,
yeah.
how it actually
I
fights.
mean, the Arbiter guy, he did have some technical issues a few weeks ago, and hopefully he's got them worked out now.
That's what I'm worried about is the technical issues, because you know how like every Jolt kit ever that you
Yeah.
run stock explodes.
Right?
I'm worried the same thing's gonna
I
happen.
know all about
I
that.
got a chance.
Yeah.
All right, final decision.
Well,
Who's
my
taking the
top three-
podium?
You're talking.
All right, let me look here.
Camino,
Big G,
Sunday
Camino,
Scaries.
Sunday Scaries. That's mine.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say it's a
Camino Sunday
toss-up.
King,
Scaries is a
Camino,
very
Sunday
safe
Scaries.
bet here.
Sunday Scaries is the favorite to win it.
And then third place is going to be Hammer of Thor.
Oh,
Don't
brother.
count on that
Hammer
one.
of Thor is
All right,
the
let's
only
go to
robot,
eight.
aside from Arbiter, on this list I think I could actually beat.
Let's see the ants.
Let's see the
Nope.
ant. Who's
I
going to
don't
win it?
think that Thor got that dent
Okay.
out from when I fought him.
Ooh, Shredder
Well, let's take a
looks
look
good.
at the
What's
ants,
Shredder?
shall
Is
we?
that-
Antlash
I'm
is.
gonna-
Florine's going to be third. Mr. Breeze will be first.
Yeah.
And then Destroyer's going to be second.
I have
Space Ops are
beaten
gonna
Mr.
kill
Breeze
everybody.
like
Really?
3 times.
Very difficult
I-
call.
My thing, don't count out Viper King. I've been seeing what Nick has been doing to his robot. He's been upgrading that thing a lot, and
But
it's
here's the
about
problem.
at the point where it's like it's almost a like cold-blooded killer.
But it uses that super, super tiny, fragile motor. And like the way that it's set up, if it faces a horizontal, it's gonna lose it instantly. and there's so many horizontals. Like if it fights a scalar, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure he's got a different config than that, but I'm really worried about how fragile that motor he uses is. It has like a 1 mil internal shaft.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, so
looking
my
at this
prediction:
list.
who's taking the Ant podium?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna say.
Space Junk.
I'm going to say space junk.
Yay!
Oh, brother.
I'm always wrong.
I'm going anything from Firewall.
Anything but Mr. Breeze, please.
Bro, why the hate on fluorine? Come on, my little
Okay,
boy
good.
can get on the
Yeah,
podium
so
again.
It's weird. So I think so I think fluorine is in a really, really good position here, but I think that Pushy is going to be a pretty hard counter to it.
Yeah,
Pushy is-
No,
So-
Pushy
Yeah.
is like, I unironically feel confident against pretty much everyone here except for Pushy, because Pushy
So-
has no
Yeah.
active
I
weapon
think-
except for pushing.
Pushy has
I
no.
think your bar is long enough that you're going to hit too high up his forks, and he's not going to be able to get under you.
That's the hope.
If
I'm
you
just gonna
keep your weapon
basically.
pointed at him.
That's my hope.
So
My plan for
I really think Fluorine
I mean,
Fluorine will
if-
win it. Destroyer will be second, and then Mr. Breeze or Helen will be third.
I'm inclined to generally agree. I think those three are pretty strong upfront contenders. I think, however, that Pushy is going to be pretty strong here. I think Pushy
Yeah.
is going to be. I think given
Because
the
it's a
whole
ramp
setup here with the bracket, I think Pushy's going to be pretty hard to get out. I think if
Yeah.
Pushy against Fluorine, I think Pushy has the edge
I
there.
mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
kind
think
of does.
it's hard to
Fluorine has
decide
a
on like who do we think it's
Yeah.
it's hard to decide like who's gonna be top three because we got a lot of
Yes.
big contenders.
It
I think
depends on specific matchups. I think if
Right.
Pushy fights Fluorine in an early
Right.
bracket match, I think Pushy could.
my
Fluorine.
my prediction would have to be Mr. Breeze is in there and either let's see Pushy and or Destroyer, and if it's only one of them, then Florine's up there.
Yay.
I
All
think Banshee. Yes, I was just about to say wild card though. Banshee looks pretty promising. Yeah, I do believe it's Banshee's first competition.
Yeah, it is. No, is it?
I think it is.
I thought he
I
fought in
don't think it
Miami.
is.
Oh,
Let me
did he?
take a look.
I wouldn't call Banshee a wild card.
Plants.
I wouldn't call Banshee a wild card. I'd call them more of like a potential sleeper. Like, we don't know how well this thing's going to work. I don't even think he knows how well it's going to work in competition.
It's a good robot. It's gonna go far.
We'll
It's,
see what it does.
So here's
Well,
my
let's
Banshee has
Very
never fought
podium.
before.
The wedge setup concerns me. I don't think Banshee's wedge setup looks set up to tank a scalar hit, and that's what concerns me.
One more. We got Fairy Podium.
It looks strong.
Who do we
Nobody
got?
cares
Fairy?
about fairies.
He's not
I don't
coming
know
close.
fairies.
I don't know. I got the bench for Fairy Podiums. That's going to be the
Drumbotic
winner.
skit.
It's whoever gets to sit down and watch it.
The Pit.
If you're not standing, you win
Saying-
the fairy fights.
Saying who wins the fairy fight is like Karen who has the best fart.
Bruh. I don't know. I'm gonna have to say the drum spinner is gonna win because drum spinner go burr.
Yeah.
That is a
I
good
think
robot.
Rocketeer
It does
is the
look pretty
biggest fairy
strong.
I see.
I say
I'm
Little
really-
Rocketeer because Flipper give uppy.
Yeah, I love that, dude. I think Fairy Scary is gonna take it far.
I think it's going to be Killer Bee and then Team Firewolf.
Yeah,
Second, third.
I think maybe
Oh, yeah,
it's.
Fire.
I think Steve and I agree with you, but maybe Fairy Scary instead of Killer Bee. Or maybe Fairy Scary first, RBR Junior second, and Killer Bee third. That's my prediction right there.
See you, Christian. Have a good night. Yeah, I don't really know about the fairy bracket. Maybe while I'm there, I'll try to sell somebody my prototype brushless fairy drive.
Oh, sweet.
Interesting. Alrighty.
So you guys want to see what I cooked up for Mako?
Oh, let's see it.
What,
Yeah,
6 mile long
so-
forks?
You got to get me off full screen to see it now.
It's not
You gotta see
forks.
it.
It's not just the long forks. So as most people would run, they would just run a big thing of titanium. The only thing is, seeing things Mako can now cut through titanium. The problem is titanium's still too soft. So what I got is I
Titanium
got
soft.
these made. These are
It is more
spring
pliable than
steel.
like
I
AR
got, like,
500 steel or
I got
something.
like 8 plates of spring steel made. The goal is spring steel is a bit harder than as you would titanium or aluminum, but you can only get them in these really thin sheets. So I've got like 8 of them made, and I'm gonna stack plates of spring steel on top of each other and add a bit of an air gap. So not only will Mako have to cut through steel, which is harder, it should be harder to cut for a saw, but he also has to cut through 4 of them. And on top of that, there's going to be like 3 layered air gaps in between.
I was literally just about to say that. I was like, what you should do is you should print little spacers so that they're spaced off from each other. And then you said that. That's awesome.
Exactly. I'm going to do an air gap. So then, and think about it. He has to go through the first one, but there's still a second one. And every time he has to go through it, hopefully the deeper he goes, there'll be more resistance to where eventually he hopefully can't go all the way through.
Yeah, especially with spring steel,
But,
it's going to have a bit of a pinch to it.
Exactly. So it'll be harder for his saw to cut through. Because even if he gets through it, hopefully it'll be like a little bit of material on the side that can jam up his saw, like from other. If that makes sense, like, because there's still hopefully some like bit of material. So he cuts through, and he gets to the next layer. There's still a little bit here on the first layer that'll hopefully kind of interfere with the saw a little bit and kind of jam it up. So then he can't get all the way through, so he has to retract it, and it makes it a lot harder for him to get through. But yeah, I ran it through a few people, and they said it was a pretty hey, it's better than using just like a big ass piece of titanium and have him once he starts cutting through the titanium, he's getting through the tie, or have something softer. So I mean, hey, we'll see.
Okay,
But
Google, set
I
timer
think
for
actually it's a
13
decent
minutes.
idea. It might help him out. It might help counter that saw and get him.
I'd like to see
that saw.
I'd like to see somebody use like a HDPE, because when you try to cut HDPE, it just kind of like bubbles and binds up the blade. You know what I mean? Like it'll melt to the blade and actually stop it.
Okay,
It's not like UHMW. UHMW, you know, it kind of just cuts clean.
AR. If I had to wait, I would have probably done AR, to be honest. Like, honestly, I probably could just like take like one of my weapon bars from like another, like an ant. This is AR 500. I can just duct tape the steel blade to the top. I'm pretty sure that's what Mako does for armor for like other hammer saws. He'll take his old saw blades and he'll just put them on the bot, and then that'll cover it. Then they have to cut through the saw blade, and it usually works.
I think you'll be fine with your spring steel. I think you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
Yeah. And on top of that, so I can make weight for extra plates, I even have a separate setup. Currently when I'm running on Power Surge, I'm running a really big weapon motor. We're talking like a 150 gram weapon motor, as opposed
That's
to
pretty
normal
good.
FingerTech in runner, which is about 90 something. So that's like 60 grams, I believe. So what I have done is I have a spare front print, and I got a completely a smaller weapon motor I have just for when I fight Mako, and I have a spare ESC coming, a different ESC. So I have a completely different weapon system for when I Mako. So if I have to fight it, I'll just desolder my old weapon module, and I'll add in this weapon system, so I can have weight to add even more plates of spring steel. So instead of adding, like, I believe I was in weight for about 3 plates of spring steel, I might be able to run like 5 plates of spring steel, even 6 plates on each
You
side.
probably don't need that much, honestly. Honestly, the real counter that you need for Mako isn't even armor, it's ground game. What you really need to do is find a good way to get under him.
That's why I got
C Pine Victus v Mako.
Hey, that's why I got these big ass TPU pokey things. I'm just gonna poke him with.
Those
And
are some
hopefully it'll
long
feed
forks, dude.
And he's running TPU forks, so I don't know you, but this thing loves to rip up TPU forks. So
Yeah,
this
you really,
should be able to get
for something like
underneath
that,
him.
you need the metal forks.
Well, I also do have some standard like FingerTech forks, like I actually got a few different waves of AR 500 forks as well. Let's see. Let me dig into too much. I got your normal FingerTech forks. And I had some old ones for an old version back when it was a Black Frost kit. I had some longer AR500 forks made. Yeah, I have these made too.
Ah. Yeah, the
So-
metal forks are. I found people have kind of gone from metal forks to TPU forks because they're lighter and longer. But the thing is that now, if you're still using metal forks, they're getting under the TPU forks like crazy. So there is a little bit of like a TPU fork war. But if your opponent has TPU forks, it's going to be better for you if you're using metal ones. At least
so
in my
if
experience.
I'm running the AR forks, do you think I should run these longer ones or should I run the normal FingerTech ones?
I think long AR forks is going to be a good move. It's a little hard for me to say personally because I don't know what your fork setup is like. If you have if they're hinged or if they're static
They're
or
normal.
if you're like resting on them as like a third and
No,
fourth
they're
point
just
of
normal
contact,
screwed in
things
the
like
side.
that. I just don't know enough about it to make that call.
Yeah, well, they're like every
I
other
don't bother
FingerTech
with
unit,
forks.
just screwed into the side.
But
I'm
Darren,
with
you
you,
could
Darren.
you
Probably
could do
do-
TAG module.
Yeah, I know. I'm probably gonna do that
You should
Eventually.
Cool.
once I've nailed down the electronics for fluorine. I'll probably make it.
Forks
better
are for people with a weak offensive game.
I thought I set it for 13.
Chris is like, screw you, man.
Hey, listen, I never run forks besides this. Every other
Okay, Google,
bot I'm
stop.
fighting, I'm running just straight weapon. I'm just running into their face. It's
Okay,
only
Google.
for Mako. Everyone
Ample
else,
time.
I'm running right into them. I don't care. I'm just gonna spin up and hit something.
I'll be honest. Something I am excited. I really am excited to see that saw bot tomorrow. Like, see how well it works.
Blue saw.
Yeah.
And it's not all the greatest. I saw it fight at like the last Shamrock event. I hope they improve the thing because it's a cool design, cool idea,
Yeah.
but it just didn't work
That
last time.
design is very similar to Clowned, the first iteration of
Yeah,
it, because
right.
its first iteration was actually that overhead saw design. But
Yeah.
they technically beat me because I broke down, and then their next fight against Insomnia, they were shredded to bits. That arm is likely going to be the first thing to break.
Yeah.
Arms tend to
Did
do
y'all
that.
know? Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that.
Well, guys, I can't stay on here very long, but I'm gonna charge up a Little Rocketeer battery, and then I'm probably off to bed after that.
Little Rocketeer
Right.
mentioned ding.
That'll take, what, 5 minutes?
Everybody take a drink.
Everybody wave for Rocketeer.
Yeah, I'll make a sick drinking game. I'll
Yeah.
take every
Hey, am
time
I gonna
Darren
be able
says the
to?
right
Am I
number,
gonna be able to
There you go,
drop
Ian.
the
There you go.
Well, we're
Everybody
shutting this down at
do the
10 o'clock.
Rocketeer wave, everybody. I'm gonna get a whole audience to do that in an event eventually.
Oh gosh.
Okay, the whole audience is going to be like 5 people.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like a shut up, Ian. I'm gonna have a whole group of people, the audience. Everybody's
That's
doing
time
this.
for 13 minutes.
I'll get there one day, maybe not tomorrow, but one day.
Google, cancel 30-minute timer.
Yes, somebody do that. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
Do what?
Come on, y'all. Look at this. Dude.
I'm still baking these cookies, and might I just say they are perfectly round.
Show, hey, looking good.
I saw
All right,
you
y'all, the
nice.
clock is on.
Better than
Some
my
nice
cookies.
The clock is on, y'all. Get it in there. You got 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, we have like a hard limit of 10 p.m. because Steve has to go to sleep.
We
Yeah,
gotta
that's right.
go. Yeah, I got stuff to do.
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
know.
Drive an hour and a half in the morning. I'm not staying up all night.
I don't want to be
You
here.
only have
I don't want to be
drive
up
an hour
all
and a
night.
half. Lucky you.
Lamau, guess what? I'm
Well,
already
you
in
guys
Tampa.
Sleep?
I can stay up as late as I need to.
I will say something.
I'll be quiet. I don't wanna hear it, Darren. Be quiet. Everybody smack Darren tomorrow for that comment.
Yeah,
There's only one person. There's only one person getting smacked tomorrow, and that's somebody spreading rumors about outside events.
I deserve it. We
Yeah, John.
do not bring that up. We don't have to go there, okay? We
Oh,
will
we
talk
will.
about this privately, okay?
I'm so confused. What is,
You know what?
is that reference to something I don't get?
It happens. You know what I mean?
Darren,
Nobody's mad
I'll
at
tell you
you.
this. Darren, I'll tell you the story. So Jonathan was
Ian,
getting
shut up.
information from Amrock, and he was hearing information that they might hold the competition outside. and everyone started getting into a massive hissy fit because no one was getting proper information, and we were all freaking out. And then the moment he did get information, it was like, we've already had our tantrum. You've made us freak out for nothing.
And I'd already dropped out of the competition. So I was the biggest baby of all, which is a lesson to me because
Rightfully,
I'm old
very
enough.
rightfully.
I'm old enough to know better and should have double checked before I removed myself. But I was like,
Somehow I'm surprised that this whole situation wasn't.
This 50-year-old guy that sweats like a pig is not sitting outside sweating over robots all day long. I was like, I'm so out of this. It's not even funny.
Let me just be honest, y'all. I'm surprised that situation wasn't brought up in this conversation sooner. Like as soon as I came in here, like I mean,
we're giving you the easy out. We're giving you the easy out. It was a
you're going easy on me.
No big deal.
Look,
I did dime you out to Terry pretty hard though.
Hey, I did have a conversation with Terry that day. The day that happened, she sent me some emails. I'll leave it at that. And I'm just going to clarify this one time, and I'm dropping it. I talked to Terry about joining their event planning team, and she clarified when this incident happened last week that I am not yet officially on the planning team. I've just been invited. In the meantime, I'm still an event attendee and participant. That's it. And even when I'm on the planning team, it's not my event. I don't make the calls. It's their event. I was just trying to pass on the message.
I completely sold you out, dimed you out to no end. But then I also did have a conversation later with Terry, and told her that that Jonathan's a good kid and he will be an asset, and just to give him a break. So
you got to
or more like the first syllable of the word asset.
Hey, you know what? We've all been young and we've all made mistakes. And for me personally, I'm not mad at all about it. I should have known. I should have waited. I should have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I was like, okay, well, if it's going to be outside and they're surprising us with this, I'm setting the standard.
See,
and
the only reason I did that though is because I contacted them well in advance and asking, are we going to be indoors or are we going to be outdoors? What's going on with that? I never got a response. And I started doing online research. All it ever says on their Makercon website is, it's going to be outside the beautiful shady area of the Yingling Center or whatever it is. And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, nothing's beautiful about pitting outside in the Florida summer.
I was there at a State Fair in New Jersey. Not fun. In the middle of August.
Well, see, now it's over. We don't have to talk about it tomorrow. We did today.
Yay.
Yeah. I mean, you can smack me for it, but we don't have to talk about it.
Oh, I will smack you.
It's not even that serious.
I will say this. I look forward to hearing Ian and Kate, and I'm looking forward to hearing what fun intros you come up with my robots' names. I've
got a cool intro for you, Darren. I've got a cool commentator intro for you.
What is it? This guy's an idiot. Tomorrow. His robot's name is Florine or something.
No,
we're gonna call it Fluoride.
I got a good joke.
I love
Darren, I've got a good joke for one of your robots for tomorrow for a commentator intro. I got a good joke. I'm going to tell it tomorrow.
Yeah. What about it?
We'll have to wait till tomorrow to hear it.
I'll wait.
I can't wait.
All right, let's get some plugged in, dude.
I'm just gonna strap on my best "Whose line is it anyway?" cap and just improv it to hell.
If you want some assistance, I have some intros you can work with. Like I tried to come up with some vague dumb puns involving the word green.
Yeah, sure. Give it to me and I'll say them. Like if anybody has like a custom intro you want me to say while I'm commentating and introducing your robots, let me know and I will say it.
Same.
I have like a DM page. I might DM you the file, like the doc file I made that has like.
Yeah, hit me up on social media.
You get a whole doc file.
Well,
only
who does it?
Okay, here's the thing. I'll be a bit honest.
Doc file for something. He's got a doc file for intros. I got a doc file for dumb robot names.
Okay, I'll be a bit honest. I could only come up with about 3 intros per robot before I realized I didn't know what I was doing, and I kind of ran out of inspiration.
I'm lucky if I even get that
much. I did go
much.
to ChatGPT and just said, please write intros for me. I am not good at this. So some of them are ChatGPT stuff, and it came up with some pretty interesting stuff. I'll say that.
Yeah. You know, I hate the ChatGPT. What I really hate, though, is the situation I had was I used ChatGPT one time for like cool outer space robotic names for spacing combat robot, and it suggested the name Orbitron, which I love that name when it first. Stop laughing. When I first got that result, I loved it, and I was looking at actually getting this kid. As we know, it's a Little Rocketeer. Here's a little fun fact for y'all.
Drink. He said Little Rocketeer.
Ding.
So, fun fact: Little Rocketeer's original name, because of ChatGPT, was supposed to be Orbit, and then I wanted to make a heavyweight version of this thing, call it Orbitron, and go to BattleBot's Proving Ground. And somebody beat me to it a few months later.
Like you're going to BattleBots.
Oh, there's a heavyweight Hellfire.
I know.
True.
Yeah.
All that.
The team of
This thing was
Tombstone.
hard hit.
Anyway, I gotta go. I'm
We're running 1100 mAh batteries
Yeah.
tomorrow.
We all got to go. We got to get up in the morning. Let's all get off.
I got a couple more cookies to bake. I gotta hang out with the family. We're all playing the Wii, and I'm missing out. So I would love to just do stuff with you. Like I'd love to talk more, but I gotta do stuff with them.
All good. We will see you tomorrow, so don't worry about it.
See y'all.
See you tomorrow.
I've been Madman24. You've been you. See you later.
Forgot
See ya.
exit phrase.
You've been a pain in the butt. That's what you've been. I waited till he left to say that.
So, I don't know, are we cutting it early or are we still going to be staying till 10?
Please do. I want to go to bed.
We got 20 minutes. I mean, you
10
can
o'clock.
leave whenever you want, you know?
I mean,
but-
listen,
I still got that timer going, dude.
Oh, gosh. For what?
Shutting it down.
Oh, hard stop. 10 o'clock. I'm going till 10.
Yeah,
So
I'm
feel
good
free
with
to
that.
stay till then. If you got somewhere else
still
to go,
tweaking some
peace.
stuff here.
Nobody's getting paid here.
Yeah.
I wish we were.
because
Okay, my
Well, if we
internet
were
died
paying
for a second.
people, never mind.
Right.
I'll leave that
Finally-
Yeah,
alone.
never mind. So, anyway, change the subject there. Hey, Darren, you said you got a cool intro or a few intros. You can,
Yeah.
Darren, you can either hit me up like on Instagram or something, send them to me, or you can tell them to me tomorrow.
Let's get to
Yeah, I'm sending them to you as we speak. Actually, I might wait for a bit because I think my internet keeps dying every time I try to send it. So I'm gonna actually kind of wait a little.
Cool,
But rest assured, I do have the docs. I will be sending them.
cool. I will check that out later. Did you send it on Instagram?
Yes,
Cool. Which account was it? I just noticed it pop up.
that's to be Halogen Robotics or something like that.
Oh, you sent it to the Jupiter Robotics, not me directly. That's okay.
I didn't know you had it. I didn't know you yourself had an account.
Yeah, I got my own account on there. I just don't let people follow me without my permission or whatever. Like, you have to send a follow request to follow me.
Oh, I think I just did that like today.
Yeah, they need to have
Yeah.
they need to have enough swag to enter.
I'm pretty sure you followed me.
Anyway, I got to get the battery charged.
And,
Good idea.
You should
I'll
do
send
that.
a. I'll
I
send
mean, you
a-
got like 12 hours before the competition.
No,
You charge that battery now.
Yeah, and I plan on spending most of those hours sleeping. I don't want to be up for 12 hours charging batteries. I want to sleep at some point.
that is
Hopefully
a
the batteries
already
won't take
charged
12
my
hours to
batteries.
charge.
Yeah, don't want to show up with a dead battery again.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cringe.
Been there, done that.
Chris, what
Yeah.
size battery do you run in Power Surge?
At the moment, I run the 4S 930 milliamp.
Holy cow.
Solid.
I mean, hey, I used to run like a 1,300 milliamp one 4S. But that thing was like I've severely downsized. But the only thing is, I have to because this weapon is so chunky. I have to freaking downsize it to make any sort of weight.
Yeah, Hyperdrive was 4S 1000 for a long time. When it was 4S, it had a 4S 1000.
Yeah. I finally got the weight where I can run an 1100 tomorrow.
Nice.
But at NHRL, I ran the Palm Power 4S 1050s. And they
1050
actually
is
lasted.
solid.
I
How
really
much do
hope-
the Palm Power ones or no? What's the weight of the Palm Power ones?
They're decent.
Here's a 4S 1050. I'll weigh it for you.
You can
Well,
see how it
grams,
weighs compared to
Palm
my
Power's good.
930.
I really hope my 850 milliamp hour battery is enough for chlorine to run for 2 minutes.
The new Gen 2 Palm Power batteries are good. As far as the weight goes, probably not your first pick, but otherwise it's phenomenal.
It's 118 grams.
Let me go
Sounds
check real
accurate.
quick how much the 930 weigh. I think that's similar. So I might have to order.
Is that what you're wearing tomorrow?
I don't know if I can get a Palm Power in time for
What do you think, Carter?
Caden, do you have any Palm Powers?
No,
I
I
should
don't
put it
have
on
any
the
Palm
screen.
Power batteries.
Okay.
Everybody be like,
Like, I might have to see if I can get one in time for NHRL then, because if that's like around the same, I can just run that and I'll have
just kidding.
more storage or space so I can run faster and not worry about draining
If you
my
get it
battery.
from the website, it'll probably be there in time. Otherwise, tell Andy like tonight. Maybe he'll bring me one to the event. I could bring you.
Yo, that would be great if I can tell you. Yeah.
Well, work it out with Andy if he can do that. If he's not like there, like I don't know. Actually, is Andy going to be there? I don't actually know. It's not his event.
No idea.
I have no idea,
Worth a
but
shot,
he can ship it to you in
I don't
time.
think I have his contact
I answered
information.
the phone because I didn't know who it was.
He's got a Palm Beach Bots email on the website. But
Does he not
also,
Discord or anything?
if you buy it from the website, it should definitely be there in time if you buy it tonight.
We're gonna have to change our numbers.
We got a battery charge, y'all.
Nothing.
Okay, never mind. I can't. Mine's at about 100. So 2 heavy because I'm at exactly like 3 pounds right now, so I can't afford any extra weight.
And that's what I'm just like.
So
I have like
never mind.
60 grams to
Running
work
the
with on
930.
chlorine for stuff.
Jump through the phone. It was funny though. Like,
Not sure to
Go,
use that weight on.
like it wasn't.
Before we got like 18 minutes up. I do want to say something before
Like
we go because I want to say this, but
2 years old.
I just wanted to
5
point
years
this
old,
out.
whatever he is.
As we all know,
Wait, hang on, Chris. Your mic's super quiet.
You can't hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's
Yes, we
better.
can.
Here. I just wanted to. I feel like I
That's
know
what
what
I
you're going to
said.
talk about. So
Yeah.
What do you do?
So, as we all know, the Combat Robotics Committee lost someone
Top plate of some sort?
very, very important to our community and
All right, y'all
very
enjoy
important,
yourself.
very close to me.
I love you, honey.
I'm talking about Alexander Richmond. If you don't know, he built the 12-pound bot Amphisbana, which won NHRL, and he also had a CAD designing. That he actually was making a company. He's actually working on getting an LLC for.
Wow.
Right.
And
We didn't charge any batteries, did we?
as we all know, he passed away in a car wreck a couple weeks ago.
can we drop the comment banner real quick? I can't see Chris while he's talking about
Oh.
this. Thank you.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring light because, well, Alex was also one of my teammates. And believe it or not, I just got home from his funeral today.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really actually
That's
amazing
rough.
seeing how many people from the NHRO community actually showed up.
Wow.
Yeah, me, Lars, Johnny, Brandon Bennett Young, Carter, our teammate Carter. He runs a bot called Adrift, and a few people from North Carolina. And I just want to say, man, he was taken way too soon. He was an absolute genius. He made some of the coolest bots you've ever seen, like Amphisbana. He did the CAD design for Sting Operation, Turno Alpha.
Yeah.
I just want to put it out there because, it's a very sad, very, very big thing that happened in our community a couple of weeks ago.
I knew we definitely needed to acknowledge it tonight. That was the thing where I said earlier I didn't really want to bring down the stream at the time, but a little smaller group here, I guess. This is Powerball's normal look, but this weekend I have a special Alexander edition tribute armor for Powerball.
You're bringing it to Makercon tomorrow?
Yeah, this is tomorrow. I got This is
Oh.
what I call it, the Alex edition. It's for him.
Yeah.
He was one of, if not the number one inspiration for a lot of my designs. Really gave me, inspired me to, push my robots to have that, uniqueness to them. So, yeah, I mean, jeez.
I
Tragic
also,
doesn't even begin to cover it, but this is, I don't know, this is my little something. There it is. There's the arrow.
I
Yep.
also added one I colored in with paint marker onto wheel guards. That'll be right in the lot. I even got a special shirt made for the occasion because I'm the only member of our team competing. So I got a special thing for my, I can wear the same shirt. I got something special made for this event because I'm the only teammate competing, and I wanted to, honor our teammate at this next event.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can put links, but like, if you want, the parents put together a fund, which
Yes.
is everything went to funeral costs, and they want to put together a fund or scholarship for young builders who want to get into combat robotics. I'm pretty sure it has over 30,000 right now. We have over $30,000 raised, and I don't know if I can, but like if I can give you the links to one of you guys, we can like put in the chat. But
Yeah. We'll have to see if we can pull that up.
Just post it in the private chat. You can also comment in the chat as well on the right side.
True. Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I'm hoping also to win Norwalk is because if I win, I want to put more money into that fund for him. That's what I want to do with the prize money.
I agree. I was actually, I wasn't a direct teammate of his, but like I said, he was a huge inspiration. So I was planning the same thing, assuming, I do well or anything. But I've got, like I said, I've got the special dedicated tribute armor for Powerball here, and then there's arrows now designed into Powerball 12's armor as well for Alex. It's just, gosh, Tragic does not even begin to cover it.
Yeah.
It's
I know, man.
It just doesn't feel real on so many levels, and I'm really, really sad that the whole world was robbed of everything he was going to do.
Yeah. I think it really hit me when I was at the visitation yesterday, and I saw him in the casket and him being buried in our team's jersey. I think that what really hit home. And then watching at the church, they had a big TV screen or like a projector, and up there up at the front in front of everyone, they were playing the Bana vs Psycho finals, and I was there was all of us, our team, on the side.
Oh my gosh!
Watching that, and then the slideshow after, watching all the pictures from past events. It was, yeah. I don't think it really hit until the past 2 days.
Yeah. That sucks. I wish I could have gotten to know him.
He really was.
I can't imagine. I was already incredibly shaken, and I wasn't as close to him as you were. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And he also held CAD classes, believe it or not. He had a Discord server, and he would hold CAD classes where he would teach all of us ways to improve our CAD and everything. I know we still have the CAD classes in his honor in his server. We all just sit around, talk, work on our bots. We keep it going. We keep that tradition going. Yeah. I just want to bring that to light because it was something really important, and I think it was something that should be brought to light.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
It needed to come up at some point.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And I think it sounds like that. It sounds like Caden, all of Powerball's grudges tomorrow will be dedicated in his honor.
Absolutely.
And hopefully one of those grudges is against me because I would like to help honor him.
Sure, yeah. I wanted to grudge you anyway, so.
Yeah, I want to grudge you anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what you guys do? You can always
yeah.
like get like mark or something like Sharpie. I don't know, depending on the color. And you can always just put on a little arrow on the side. That would
Yeah,
even that in itself
yeah.
is like amazing. Seeing how
exactly.
many people did that and how many people are responding to that, and it was amazing how many people he touched in the community.
Absolutely. I can tell you my designs are going to have arrows on them for a long time.
Same here,
Yeah.
man. I even got, like I said, I know the team defective people. So like Propetta, Jackalo, Void, all Maximizer, the whole team. I know one of them made special stickers for it, and I know they're making me a few for NHL, which is nice. I'll probably
I
have some to
gotta,
give out.
I gotta make sure I gotta get my hands on some of those.
I'll definitely give you one, Kieran, or one or
Thank you.
two. But yeah, luckily Ashley hooked me up. Is gonna hook me up with some, and is making some for the event. Like I said, it's amazing the outreach and how many people are actually care about it and actually are doing things. It's amazing.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I hope NHL does something to honor him. Like
Oh,
on
They
they
the
will
said
next
they're
for sure.
planning
stream.
something.
They will for sure.
Alex's dad actually gave me his phone number when I was talking to him, and he said, "I want videos, I want pictures," and he said, "Just make sure you send me that, whatever they do, because I want to see that."
Yeah.
They should have a whole event dedicated to him.
I feel like that would be the thing. I mean, I know that's what I'm fighting for next
Absolutely.
weekend.
Yeah, I think they should have a whole event dedicated to him and have like the Alex Richmond Award.
I've heard rumors about that, like a
Yes.
creativity award for
That
Oh, they are?
absolutely. That would be the
Like,
best
you know,
thing
there's
they could do. Seriously,
there's
that
like
would
the
be
Grant Imahara
amazing.
award in BattleBots, maybe something similar like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, they need to do it.
Yeah, I think that would be really, really perfect.
Yeah. So here's our virtual protest. NHRL, Alex Richmond Award. Next event. Do it. It's
Yeah,
our
they
virtual
always have
protest. Everyone join me.
They've got those Sparkies.
I'm sure.
that they
I'm
give
sure
out.
the NHRL is about a mile ahead of us on that one.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I know. I talked to Alex's brother. He said he was talking to the CEO of Norwalk Kelly about also starting some sort of scholarship in Alex's name for it too, or some sort of
That would be
scholarship.
amazing.
Yeah. He also
Yeah.
does want to go to a NHRL at some point in the future, so maybe he might be coming in as like one of my pit crew members for Power Surge, so he can experience an NHRL because he said he wants to come up to
Yeah.
an NHRL at some point.
That sounds awesome.
Well, we got less than 10 minutes before we get kicked out of here. So, any final thoughts?
All I can say is,
Well, just imagine Power Surge win the World Championships and get that $250,000 to a charity.
That'd be awesome.
Not to mention Impact. Not to mention we got Johnny and Lars also when it Impact and Vapor Trail also qualified for championships. So imagine that, and I know they would do just as much because if anything, I would say they were closer to him than me. Like they were the ones actually giving testimony or whatever at it, and they were talking all about it too. So I'm sure if they with qualification, no, for World Championship, I'm sure they'll do something with it.
Absolutely.
And hey, if I qualify, that's a third, so that's even more people.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess all I can say is thanks for letting me say that. Thanks for letting me get that out there.
Well, it needed to be said.
It did.
And
yeah.
Yes, it did.
Unfortunately, from my own experience, I really never knew him or met him. So,
Yeah,
you're
same
the
here.
person to bring it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It,
Dude, you would have loved him. I think, Steve, you would have loved him. He was. Yeah, I think you would have liked him. He was a really smart, really funny kid.
Absolutely.
I think that all of us that didn't get to meet him, I think we would have loved it. I wish I could have gotten to know him.
You know, he single-handedly saved me in one of my fights I had against Subtraction. I designed a part, like a big TPU shroud for my upright that lined up with his overcutter because his blade went over my edge, and I was talking to Alex for a while at the event, and he had his printer there for Amphis Beta parts. He printed it out for me so that I had the giant TPU armor on there, and it actually worked.
Wow.
Same thing, man. He helped me out with Redline a lot. Like, I'll be honest, part of my run at Norwalk that I put on with Redline back in October, him and Lars, man, I can't thank them enough. And like even like with all the CADs, getting power switch where it is, all the CAD work, all the things I've learned in CAD was from his CAD classes. Ugh. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that this happened.
I know it still doesn't quite feel real, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's definitely fuels a fire in me now. It
That's
definitely
good.
kind of fuels me.
Boy.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I do feel like I've gotten that push in the past from him for sure to, push my designs to the next level. I like to think I have a pretty distinctive and, very, out there design style. I like to think he definitely contributed to that push.
Hey, Kaylin, I got a prediction for you.
Yeah.
You're going to take first place tomorrow.
I'm not competing tomorrow.
I don't care. You're taking first place. I said so.
All right.
I mean, I'd like you to compete, then I'd actually
Gonna be real with you. That's kind of a bad prediction, but
Well, yeah, with based on going, that actually is.
Well, here's the thing. I would like if he competed, because then I might actually face him, and then he would have to fight me.
Wedge, Darren.
Who cares? Just throw on some plastic and just call it and just go YOLO.
Care. My robot would get obliterated.
No, it wouldn't. Listen, my wheel would probably fall off, and you'd win again.
That was pretty funny, to be fair.
That's why I want that
Also,
damn rematch. That's why I want that rematch.
Another thing too, I also still don't know if I can self-write. The coils look a little burnt.
Who?
I'm gonna be real with you. So, I did a little bit of tweaking. We do a little tweaking, but I don't know if it's enough to get it to flip back over. Jeremy, you've joined in the last 3 minutes of our stream.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bro.
You know, I probably, since you bring up self-writing, I probably shouldn't mention this with fellow ant weight competitors for tomorrow amongst us. But if you want to beat Space Junk, it's easier than you think. Just flip me upside down, I'm dead meat. I mean, half the time, that's how I lose. Is I just get flipped one time, and usually that's it.
Wait, Space Junk's not invertible at all?
It is. I just suck at driving upside down. I mean, literally,
Well, you fix that,
Roboticon, though.
right? You put
At
your robot
Roboticon-
upside down in practice.
I'm working on this acetate plow, by the way, but at Roboticon, I mean, normally with my weapon mounts, like how they are, I did that so I can drive upside down and still run my weapon. But at Roboticon, Mr. Breeze hit me just right. I landed on my weapon and couldn't move at that point. That's the only downfall.
Yeah.
So you do that, I'm dead. I'm almost done with one of these acetate plows. So I got another one to do afterwards, which I might save that for the morning. I want to go to bed. We got to listen to
I'm probably going to get to bed soon because I want to wake up at like 8 tomorrow and to drive
I
out
wasn't
there.
planning on being on the stream this long. I want to go to bed.
We said the stream was going to be this long.
I know, and I wasn't planning on sticking around the whole time, and then I did.
Why did
Somebody
you?
on that battery to charge.
You don't have
You
to
take
charge
your
it
amazing-
on
why don't you
stream.
take your
battery
amazing
doesn't
beer to
need a
go to
stream
bed?
Charge.
I'd rather show up with like a charged battery. I don't want to fight with a dead battery.
Why would you charge your battery today?
It's almost like we're not going to be there for.
Because I don't want to fight with a dead battery.
Well,
What time are you going to get there tomorrow?
Yeah, right.
I'm going to get there at 8 o'clock, but I got so much to do when I get there.
Yeah, hang on, wait. I should actually ask this because I don't know because I didn't register for the event. I haven't been like watching it that closely or anything. And honestly, earlier this week, I didn't think I was going either because my dad has a thing this weekend, and I was going to try to be there for it. And then he was like, "No, that's really dumb. Go to your BattleBot event instead." Like, so I'm going. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I haven't like looked at the registration stuff or anything. So like, what time does this start? What time do I need to be there?
Okay.
8 o'clock is
you
when
should
we're
get there by
loading
like
in.
I think 9 a.m. to 8 a.m. ish.
Yeah, we're loading in at 8 o'clock is when we're starting.
My God, I have to get up so early.
I
think you
know.
have to-
dude.
No, you can
Well,
you can
the-
be there
the
by
fact
9, I
is-
think.
You have until 10 o'clock to do safety.
Well, I guess I'm not even like in the bracket, so I don't really have to worry about that. I guess.
And then we're going to start fights at 11 and then take an hour lunch or take a lunch break at 12. So,
And by the way, during lunch break or any break we get, I'm gonna throw some stuff in the arena, and whoever has a working robot, go beat the crap out of it. I got Ian's old frame. I got some wood. I got a aluminum can. I'm gonna throw some junk in there. No pun
Guys,
intended.
it's 10 o'clock. Steve has to
Let's
go to
get
sleep.
out.
But what?
Can we all go to bed now?
I'm so confused. I thought this was 35 teeth, and then I printed a 35 teeth belt, and it's too small. What's happening? Am I losing
Can
my
we
mind?
can we all be free from being held hostage and just go to bed?
No
gotta
one
get
is
up early
holding
in the
you
morning.
hostage. You can leave at any time. I'm
Dude.
so confused. He keeps saying he can't leave.
yeah, I don't
It's
understand.
Schrodinger's leaving.
I might as well stay because we're getting kicked off in a minute anyway, and I'm gonna be up working for a little while longer anyway. So
He was late
Oh.
to the party, and now he's saying he can't leave.
I know.
yeah. I was eating dinner when y'all first came on. That's my reason.
So was I, actually. Oh, actually,
Yeah, that's why I was a
Before
little
that.
late.
Dude.
I had some pita. It's pretty nice.
I'm just packing up for tomorrow.
Steven, you lied to us. You said it was a hard stop at 10 o'clock. It's 10:01. You're holding us hostage
It
longer than you said. Longer than promised.
Here, I can set you free right now. Hold on one second.
No.
Are you
Bye,
sure?
Steve.
I almost
I'm
actually hit the
kidding.
button.
I'm just
He's
kidding.
hostage. You have to do it.
It says right here,
Brilliant.
kick from studio.
Yeah, I'm
Just
sure you
that
can pick
easy.
me out, but I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time.
All right, hang on. I gotta connect my Google account to StreamYard here. Hang on.
Ask Darren about that.
Chris is laughing. He's like, sucks to be y'all. Y'all got to get up in the morning for a robot event. Sucks to be y'all.
He's jealous because we're fighting tomorrow and he's not.
No, I'm fighting tomorrow as well. Why you... I'm not jealous.
Chris, you're
I'm
muted.
talking about Chris.
Yeah, he's muted. We can't hear Chris.
Yeah, he's still muted.
We can't hear you, Chris.
Yeah, I can't.
Anybody
we can't-
recognize these parts?
What is that?
No.
You gotta hold him up. I don't see him.
I bet Jeremy does.
Oh, he's gone.
Are those
Yeah, I know what they are. I'm not going
It's
to say
either
it, but I know what
Surt
they are.
or Rod.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, contraption. Contraption. And this was Jeremy's wheel. One of his wheels.
Wait, purple piece?
Yeah, no, the wheel.
Oh.
All right, guys, you got anything else you want to say?
Let's have a good event
Hey,
tomorrow.
taking
Have
it on
fun.
tomorrow.
Let me bring Chris in. Let me bring Chris in one again so he can.
I can't comment the link to
Can
the
y'all hear me?
GoFundMe. It's too long.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, I put it in the private chat, so I don't know if Steve, if you could just throw that.
Yeah, I copied it and I tried to paste it in the chat here. I don't
I
think
did
I can.
too.
I think. Oh, you know
Too
what?
long.
I guess if I do it as a normal comment, how do I? Oh, I gotta wait till after the stream for that, don't I?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
so,
Okay.
There you
well,
go. It's in there.
All right,
Thank you,
that
Steve.
works.
Chris,
Appreciate
talk about it. Say what it is.
So that is a GoFundMe for that Alex's parent. If you don't know, Alex Richmond was a beloved member of our community who touched many, many individuals in this community. He made such beautifully intricate designs, who recently passed in a car wreck. And Alex's family decided to make a fund in his name. Money is going to funeral costs as well as a scholarship for young builders who may not be able to afford the sport, be able to get invested into the hobby. It's a really great thing. We already raised over $30,000. Even NHRL donated about $5,000 to it, which is amazing.
Awesome.
So yeah, I just want to say, if you want to donate, please do. It would mean a lot, and it's all for a good cause.
You know,
There you
That's
go.
it.
if Steven
In the
can
chat.
quit making racket for a minute, maybe we can have a moment of silence here for him.
That's right. I think that's enough.
Thanks for
Alright.
sharing
I
all
mean,
that,
Jonathan, you could have thought of a better way, a little less dickish to kind of ask that.
guys.
Steve will just stop making noise. How about we just have a moment of silence?
I heard you making noise, Joe. You asked for it.
Hey, it's fine. It's
Dickish.
I appreciate the gesture. You know.
Yeah.
Of course, man. It's a very sad thing to lose somebody that close to you,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
Yeah, especially someone with such a big reach in the community. I mean,
One's on clear and one's
gosh,
on white.
I mean, I know we
Okay,
weren't
flip.
all as close to him as you were, obviously, but the fact that so many people, did know him and he had such a wide-reaching impact is insane. I mean, I'm from Florida. I mean, I've only actually met and talked to him just sometimes, but
So, which size do you want? Do you need
he's
me
had
to
a
fill it?
huge impact on the way I do this entire
put it on
sport,
sides.
which is a huge
Thanks,
chunk
Johnny.
of my life. And
Yeah. Not to mention,
that's
all
never
he
going to go away.
accomplished. Like, he's so young and he accomplished. Youngest person to ever win a golden dumpster. He won his first dumpster at only 16, and he beat JMO in the finals at 12 pounds.
I was screaming at my TV that whole match. Oh, man.
You have no idea how crazy it was there, man. That was. And he falls over in excitement, and we have to help him back up. We're me and Lars or Johnny are like, yeah, let's go. You won. Let's go. And we have to help him back up because he fell down because he was in shock. Yeah.
I can only imagine what it was like there. I mean, I was losing it
And then
here,
we have, And then we have all our parents in the stands. You have Alex's dad and mom. You have my dad, Lars's parents, Johnny's parents, all there in the crowd cheering for us too. It was,
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine.
And the thing is, he's
It
so young
sucks.
too, which is crazy. The kid, he was only 18. He was 3 weeks from graduating high school.
Wow. I thought he was a few years older.
Nope. Didn't even
Wow.
graduate high school.
Gone way too soon.
Yeah. Imagine all he could achieve, man. He would have achieved many things, I think. Many great things.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But that's why so many people have him in mind, when they're, going on to fight more in the future,
That's right. It's even what I heard today. What I believe it was his father when he spoke. He said while thinking about he was taken from us too soon and he was gonna change what he said. Now reflect on this and use this to change the world the way Alex would have wanted to, and just use that. Do what Alex would have done. Change the world and do what Alex would have done. Really moving,
That's great words. That is. It's unfortunate, that we can only do so much. We can only do what we can only do what we can. It's never going to be what he could have accomplished. But we can try our best with
We
him.
can only imagine.
With him in mind, and keep him in mind.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Well, you got to keep him more than in mind. You got to keep him
anytime soon.
present. You got to keep your, bring him up, talk about him. You know what I mean? You have to
Absolutely.
always have something on your robot that remembers them. Always include them on your jerseys from now on. You know what I mean? It's just
I will.
that's how you do it. Don't let it slip away in obscurity and become a distant memory. Keep it fresh. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's the only way to do it.
Those arrows are going to be around for a while. I can tell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
My new shirt, everything, that's staying, man. I'm keeping that. And I'm gonna try and get as many of the stickers from Ashley as I can and use those for my bot going forward for sure. And once again, I'm sure she'll have plenty to give out at NHRL.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna grab some.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Let's wrap it up. I
I
guess.
see your comment, Jeremy. We'll talk tomorrow for sure. If you want, I'll bring my paperwork and everything.
See you tomorrow, Jeremy.
Hey,
All right, guys.
Progress
Chris, it was a
update. The
pleasure
battery's
having you.
charged.
Thank you for bringing that up. And
Thank you.
even
Thank you for
Jonathan,
letting
it
me-
was nice of you to bring up the moment of silence, even though you could have been a little sweeter about it.
Hey, it's the thought
Hey,
that counts. in
hey,
my opinion.
not-
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
nothing,
No,
nothing against you,
it's all
Steven.
good.
No
It's all
shade
good.
to you. No, I got nothing against you, Steven.
You
If you
can't
want me
shade
to,
me. I'm bald. My head radiates light.
I mean, if you want me to, I could try to be a dickhead, but I wasn't trying to be.
Yeah.
Well, now you've gotten him
You don't-
demonetized, so
Well, I
It's all
guess
good.
good luck everyone tomorrow. Who's competing tomorrow? And Caden, I will see you next weekend at Norwalk. Hopefully, we also have good luck.
yes,
as
sir.
Good luck to you,
Yeah.
Chris. We'll be watching you, buddy.
Thank
I'll
you
see you
very
there,
much.
man.
I appreciate
The rest
it.
of you
guys.
jokers, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, everyone.
See you there.
Look forward to getting another.
Have a good
podium.
one.
Take care, guys.
Bye.